Our band of adventurers crept deeper into the Cragmaw caves to the cautious counting of Bimo echoing behind. They soon discovered a lair on another end housing a lone goblin. This goblin was not wholly alone. It held a limp form aloft above a 10-foot rise. "Halt!" it cried. "Come no further, or else I drop 'em!" The form was Sildar Hallwinter, friend and traveling companion of Gundren Rockseeker. Such a fall would surely be his end after seeming beaten and near unconscious. The party halted and exchanged words, coming to an agreement to let the goblin go in exchange for the prisoner. The goblin and another one skulking in a far corner quickly ran out of their midst, and the rescuers tended to the man. He came back to consciousness and let tell bits of what he had seen and heard. Gundren had been taken only soon before, dragged to a Cragmaw castle under orders of one known as the Black Spider. These names meant nothing to him save putting word to the reason for his capture. Sildar also let know that all was not as it first seemed. Gundren was chasing after a long-lost dwarven treasure, Wave Echo Cave. He had discovered its location with his brothers and was preparing to survey and lay claim. Wave Echo Cave was site of an age-old mine and smithy, a pact forged between dwarf, gnome, and wizard, producing magical wonders lost to orc raids generations ago. Phandalin was the original settlement location, and Gundren would see to its rebirth as a hub for the wonders he would undoubtedly produce. After the telling, the band attempted to move on quick, but the lone goblin proved its treacherous ways. As a hunting band, or perhaps a raiding band, was returning to the cave complex, this goblin ran out in warning and pointed its kin right back at the caves. This Yemik and his newfound brigands were not enough to waylay the saviors. They were cut down handily, allowing for the group to continue on. They then brought Sildar back to their wagon and traveled by the Tribor Trail once again, all the way to Phandalin without incident. Along the way, they learned more about the situation and from Sildar himself. Within Phandalin, finally, they collected their promised wage at Barthen's Provisions and earned a new friend in one Linane Greywind, proprietor of the Lion Shield Coster. She gave great thanks at having her stolen equipment returned to her, passing along a reward to the group. During this time, room and board was paid for at the Stonehill Inn. A few rumors of note was heard in the common area. Namely, talk in the town was directed at persuading newcomers to steer clear of the Red Brands, a ragtag gang of miscreants and wanderers. Nothing to fear, they simply liked to rough up easy pickings. And thus brings us to the present moment, where Sildar has come at last after his named errand about the town. All the party has chosen to group together and discuss in private their immediate predicament. It is nighttime, and the single window shows dark against the low illumination of candlelight. Bunks line the corners of this room with a lone table seating 6 chairs. Sildar looks to have recovered quite well from his wounds. The bruise is now near gone. He does, however, seem perturbed as he pulls out a chair and sits heavily. That is when he speaks. "You'll have to forgive me. I was unable to secure the loan just yet. The townmaster was apparently busy and otherwise disposed. I will try again on the morrow. But that is neither here nor there. Perhaps we should discuss what to do next." He looks up.
Well, I'm guessing that our next step would be to retrieve Rockseeker from the Black Spider.
What even is the Black Spider?
I'm not sure. I did not glean any information about it, save for the name. Brigands like to come up with self-imposed titles and such. Perhaps it is another bugbear, or maybe a hobgoblin, but I don't know. Never heard of a hobgoblin calling themselves a spider. Something more sinister. Tells of some intelligence, at least.
So that means that we don't have any leads anywhere that, they could have been taken.
I remember hearing the location of a Cragmaw castle, and this clan of goblins called themselves the Cragmaws. So, I think it stands to reason that is very likely their base location. Do not know of a Cragmaw castle. I don't know where it is, but at least we have a name, something we could follow up on. Perhaps someone in the town might know more, but blasted town hall took way too long. I was there far too long than I had anticipated. I didn't get much done. I didn't get around to asking any such questions.
Well, Dr. Offby and I and Mr. Bubbles, we went to the Land Shield. If I'm not mistaken, there we were talking about someone that had a recent encounter. I'm not quite sure if it was with the same goblins, but she works at the temple here, and she came back hurt.
Oh, temple. If my studies and recollection serves me, I think there's only one temple in Phandalin, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find.
I think that's a good point to start, at least.
I think Timora, goddess of luck and good fortune. This is a pretty good patron deity for such a frontier town. I think, well, that is a good start. Someone should probably go there and see if there's anything to do. I wonder if any of the townsfolk are still downstairs. I don't believe I saw any. The good barkeep was closing up when I arrived. Otherwise, townsfolk are good for gossip and rumors.
At this moment, Melian just kind of looks around, hoping that someone else is gonna offer themselves to talk to these people, because talking to strangers, not really her forte.
You see Millian kind of like fidgeting. She has a hard time staying in any one stance. She's interested, she's engaging, but at the same time there's a little bit of uncomfortability there.
Viv notices the fidgeting and she's like, "Don't worry, Toots, I got it."
Sounds like there's nothing more tonight to do, and we should just go talk to people tomorrow.
Yeah, quite right. I'll eat a little something before I go. And then he reaches and then pulls out some dried meat, some jerky. I have freed your tokens.
Did we purchase anything at the tavern, or just the rooms?
Just the rooms for now.
All right. Should we pick something to eat? I do have rations here, so.
You all would have eaten.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'll just say, yeah, you probably would have eaten at the bar. It was included in your room and board, so. So you will notice there are a number of bunks here if any of you wish to stay in this room. Mr. B and Dr. O have gone to their own. And I think there were the two other rooms down to the south.
Yes.
You just having fun in that bed?
It's so big and fluffy.
Melian is going to approach Sildar and speak quietly. Mr. Sildar, when we came here, we didn't know what we were we're just told to deliver something. And then, after what happened at the Goblin Cave, and you told us about Mr. Rockseeker's plans, you say that only you, him, and his brothers knew about this, correct?
Yes, secrecy was of import for Gundren. He didn't want it to get out. Understandably, for such a treasure as the location of a long-lost mine of immense wealth and power can drive many from leagues in pursuit of it, both good and bad. It is my understanding that Gundren and his brothers, as well as myself, were in the know, and he left a bits of information for some others on a like need to know basis. Barthen, I think, knows a little, and he knows to remain secret, but even he does not know everything. For instance, he does not realize the significance of such a mine being found by Gundren. He knows that Gundren has found something, and he has been led to believe to keep it secret, simply so that Gundren can keep his claim, so to speak. But yes, we have tried to keep this information close to heart.
Yeah, I was just surprised when I spoke with him. We were delivering the cart, and he questioned and he made mention of Mr. Rockseeker's plans, and I'm just trying to figure out if the goblin's interest in him is entirely incidental, or if someone leaked some information.
Oh. Barthen, I believe, is an old friend of Gundren's. Gundren has traveled far and wide with his brothers and made some acquaintances, and though I don't know the man myself, Gundren could only speak good of the man. A good businessman, modest, doesn't chase after material wealth. So, but I mean, can't be too careful. If this is a strong suspicion of yours, maybe keep an eye on it.
If you say he is reliable, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And then Melian stands up, and she says, "I'm a young elf, in my 50s, 60s. However, Mr. Sildar, money is a very dangerous thing, even for friendships.
Oh, quite right.
So, if it's not rude of me, I will still keep an eye on him."
Oh, I don't think rude at all. I think it's quite prudent. Yes, this information got out somehow, and it makes sense that somebody in the know let something slip, even if unintentionally. If there is something to discover, it would be best to know rather than remain ignorant. I think your decision is wise.
Does he seem nervous?
Sildar?
Mm-hmm.
He does not. You can roll me an insight check if you wish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll it open.
All right. Just 1 second. Skills. Insight. I don't know anything. This man is the most true man I have ever met in my whole life.
You're not finding any reason to be suspicious of him. His mannerisms are kind of odd to you. It's quite a bit foreign to what you're used to, and you're having a difficult time kind of reading him.
Melian's going to bid goodnight to everyone, and she's going to move to one of the empty rooms.
Night, Mel.
Good night.
All right. Anything
No.
else anyone want to do, or are we good to complete a rest?
Nah, Rick just settles into his bed, watches the conversation a bit, and as Million leaves, just kind of his mind wanders off.
All right. Dr. Offbay jumping on the bed. Sildar quickly finishes his meager meal and takes a bunk. And the night goes on. Completing a long rest. The sound of Phandalin begins to grow at dawn, and the light peers and pokes in through the windows of your bedchambers, where you are resting. Dawn has approached. What do you do?
Mr. Bubbles, let's go get some breakfast. Do, do, do. No. Do, do, do.
I finally got my portals working again. Oh, you gotta be on the square. Kind of halfway.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Is there a quick button for going to your token?
If you just move the map over to the left, it should get you.
This
Otherwise, I think if you double click on your token on your character sheet, it might center you on.
There's no map open for me.
Did you click on your token?
Mr.
On
Bubbles,
your
I'm
character?
after you.
On your character thing, there's on the right side, there's a picture of your character. You can double click on it.
Okay.
I was gonna open your.
Okay.
We have lots of things to do, Mr. Bubbles. I think we need to talk to the quartermaster, and then there's the lady at the church. Ooh. Look at
There we
this
go.
spread.
All right.
Hey, first thing what Parker's going to do when he wakes up, go to the door and clean it, and I'm going to switch out a couple of spells.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, that is right. It is dawn, so anyone that prepares their spells, which would be Brecker and Melian.
And me.
Oh yeah, and then artificers do as well. Make sure you check your spells and prepare anything different if you wish.
Melian's doing that, and for her, it looks like she's meditating.
Okay. As you enter the main hall, Mr. B and Dr. O, you see a nice breakfast kind of laid out. Pretty standard: eggs, bread, some stew. You see like a trout that might have been fished. It's kind of laid out. Come as you go and take. You're assuming it's probably part of your room and board. You see the same people that were here last night. Apparently, this is a common spot for people to come to in the evenings, just as in the mornings.
Hey. Cool. All right, and then we'll wait for the adventuring party to come down and start eating some breakfast. And by we, I mean I'm going to eat breakfast, and Mr. Bubbles is going to stand there and watch.
All right. And also, as Mr. B enters the threshold, Toblin speaks up. Ah, you're awake. Go ahead, eat as you will. Good for the night.
Thank you. Doop, doop. Ooh, this looks good, Mr. Bubbles.
Trelena comes over. Could I get you anything to drink?
Just a juice, please.
Juice? Anything for him?
She'll look up at Mr. Bubbles. No, he's fine.
All right, right up. And she moves over to get some refreshments.
Mr. Bubbles, it's probably creepy with you standing there over me. Maybe you should try and sit. And she'll like pull the chair open for him. Like, it's okay. Just sit.
Can this chair hold me?
That's a really good
I
question.
sit on the chair. I sit.
You hear the wood begin to creak as soon as you set your weight down on it, even just a little bit. If you sit down all the way, you suspect it might break.
All right, maybe not, Mr. Bubbles. I changed my mind.
All right, I'll stand back up.
Okay.
Frankly, I'm surprised the floor has held me so far.
Hi, Brecker. And she'll look up at him.
Oh, morning, doctor. Morning, Bubbles.
Oh, my fantasy ground's not working.
No, it is. You transported. You're just
I
on the
think
other
you're-
map.
I think you're on top of me.
Yep, that's probably what it is.
Oh. Okay, I can see now.
See where I am now.
I can see.
There we
Oh,
go.
there.
Yeah, there you are. Sorry.
Yep. So that's what those portals do.
I am short, so
All right. Sildar comes on. Ah, excellent. A hearty breakfast. Well and good, well and good. And Trelena comes back, and she actually has like a few juices. Sets one
Thank
down
you.
for you, Dr. O. I've got some more juices here for you. Freshly squeezed apple cider.
I'll like that, please.
All right, she gives some to you, Million.
How do you squeeze an apple?
Oh, well, you don't squeeze it. You kind of mash it. You get all the apples together, you cut them up, and then you press them. And then all the juices come out, and then you basically just keep all the juice.
Is there an apple on the table?
Yes.
I'll pick one up and squat. I bet I can do that. I bet I can do it.
Do it.
Squeeze that apple. Squeeze that apple.
Mr. Bubbles can squeeze apples.
So wordless, of course, I'll just reach out and pick one up.
Immediately, as soon as he sees Mr. B pick up the apple, his instinct is to raise the shield onto the table so as to block anything that might come his way.
All right,
squeeze
what would
the
you
apple?
like me to roll?
Apple
Yeah.
for apple.
Million's strength. She's just watching.
What do I roll?
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Just straight strength or athletics?
Straight strength.
All right, I'm using my inspiration.
I feel that's gonna come back in later, but okay, let's go.
All right, Mr. B. You grab the apple and you hold it for a second, and then just quick as a bullet, your hand crushes the apple. Little bits of apple core kind of go all over the place. Brecker's shield is spattered. Trelena, no more squeezing, no more squeezing. They're already good. Those apples are for eating. We already got all the apple cider we need.
Vivacity is wheezing. She's laughing so hard.
Whatever lands on Dr. Offbay just kind of slowly absorbs into her skin.
And I'll just wipe my hand on the table.
Parker wipes his shield off. Grabs another
Nothing if not
apple.
informative.
Grabs another apple, just takes a bite out of it.
Trelena
Question.
kind of like brushes the front of her apron. You got core all over me.
Question. When Dr. O eats the food, do we see like the food moving inside and just like being absorbed?
I was just thinking that.
Most of it's under the clothes, but yes.
That is interesting.
Looks like 1950s
Oh
Jello.
my god.
I love that. That's gonna give me nightmares, but I love that.
Such a pain.
So does
What
it
a
like
pair.
dissolve? You get the nutrient?
All
What?
right.
Do you ask to watch it inside of her? Like, that's kind of creepy.
It's kind of like a train wreck. I'm kind of like, I can't look away. I'm just like watching the apple pieces be slowly absorbed into her body with pure fascination. My laughter has now like died off into this weird. And I'm like,
Perfect.
what the hell? I love it.
All right. After Chelena brushes herself off, will the juice be good enough for the rest of you, or you care to have something stronger?
I mean, I'm not much of a day drinker, but
Give me what everybody else normally orders. What is normally ordered around here?
Oh, well, actually, the apple cider is quite popular.
Oh,
Comes from Adamath Orchard.
well, I'll take that then. Thank you.
Oh, all right. And then she hands you one as well. If you need anything, I'll be right over here. Then she goes over
thank you, ma'am.
back to
We'll leave a
this.
nice tip.
I'm gonna leave it.
All right, everyone. We have a ton of things to do today. We need to go to the church thing. I don't really remember who we're supposed to talk to, but that's one of the things.
Moreover, no,
temple.
wait, no, that was the goddess. Who was it, some kind of nun?
I believe so. I don't remember. And then I believe there was a quartermaster who potentially had some work that we could do in town, which if we're doing things already, we might as well stop by and see what they like. And then she'll like get down and get really quiet. And then we need to like keep an eye on that fella from the store. Then that's all I remembered. Is there anything else we need to do?
I believe that the Miss Greywind from Lion's Shield, I believe that she is willing to give us a discount if any of us needs to buy anything. She offers to provide us a discount since we returned her goods, thanks to Viv, who'll figure out that those belong to her.
Oh yeah, and if we haven't given money to the party members, we would definitely split that amongst them. Just saying. You think?
I think everything has been split, hasn't it? Like last time?
I think so, but from like a story perspective, like
Oh, okay, yeah.
we'll make sure that that's done.
Yeah.
Should we split up to do any of the tasks today, or do you think we should just go together?
I think sticking together might be our best bet. Who knows what'll happen in a town like this?
All right, sounds like a good idea. And I'm just gonna eat up. And which thing would we like to do first? I don't know what's closest.
Okay, I would.
Lillian, Viv, you know the story.
Yeah. Okay, but hold on. Out of character, I need to see the map of
Phandelver. But I need to know what's closest.
The map of Phandalin?
Yeah, Phandalin.
Okay. I can open that up for you right here like this. So, you are at the Stonehill Inn, which is at the center.
All right.
And on your way in, you saw, let's see, some farms. There's a large farm right here, close to Stonehill Inn. I can get my pointers working correctly. Here we go. Right here is is a like shrine, a bunch of stones piled up around an enclosement, which is a shrine. That would be the temple.
Okay.
So it seems like, that'll be closest.
Yep. And then you also have the Lion Shield Coster, which is right here.
Alright. So it seems like seems like going to the shrine would be the first thing that she would offer up to do.
Oh, for sure.
We're like, all right, well, the shrine is just right outside the bar. Y'all just want to go ahead and do that first? Knock that out of the way.
Sounds like a good idea.
And what are we waiting for? Let's get the hell out of here.
That's good.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay,
Promise, Bubbles.
excellent. So, as you finish up eating and go about your way, Sildar, I'll be at the Town Masters again if any of you need me.
You take care of yourself now.
You too. Alright. Who's all going to the shrine? Everybody or
We all are.
everyone?
I think we're sticking together.
Yeah, we're gonna stay together.
Gotcha.
Good plan.
Never split the party.
Oh.
Okay. Does everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's all black for me.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
It's probably loaded.
Right.
Alright. Should be on the
goes.
map now.
I see us. Very small.
Yeah, I see us, but no.
There.
Like, nope, yeah, not my, yeah, it's rather, there it is.
I'm going too far. It's over here.
There we go. Yeah. Oh,
Alright.
there we go.
As you go up to the shrine, let's see.
Viv, maybe you should take this. Well, I'll just stand back. I'm getting back on Mr. Bubble's shoulder.
I mean, I knew the shrine was here. I didn't really visit it when I was here the last time. No, I'm not really religious.
There we go. As you go up to the shrine, you go inside and see an elven woman kneeling down with her head slightly bowed. Perhaps she is in prayer. The stone of the shrine is piled around neatly in a circle, completely enclosed on top. All there is the opening in front.
Well, I don't want to interrupt her prayer. It's kind of a serious thing, and
And after a moment where suddenly you start thinking like, okay, does she know I'm here? Then she stirs. She steps up gracefully from her position, turning to face you. Ah, welcome. You are new to this town, yes?
well, no, just new to the shrine. But my friend Bar, we were curious about something. We're curious about.
Oh,
What are we curious about?
certainly.
Oh,
What am I asking?
we're here for the goblin check?
Oh yeah. Just say, hey, I missed the session, so kind of like
Yeah.
still trying to catch up. So asking about the goblin attack.
If she knows anything about goblins and if that's what happened to her.
All right. So we understand there was one of y'all's sisters. You mean like sisters in religion or whatever. She was attacked, came back kind of beat up. What happened there? If you don't mind divulging.
Me? I'm sorry, I wasn't attacked by goblins or anything. I recently came back from a venture of my own. Alas, I did not return with what I had set out for, but that is another thing.
Oh, are you sister? Was it Garael?
Yeah, Garael.
Garael? Are you Sister Garael?
I am.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Viv. Okay. Well, we kind of ran into some goblin trouble ourselves, and we were wondering if you might know anything about that, about goblins in the area.
I've heard they've given more trouble on the road, more to merchants and travelers, not to the town folk, only those that wander. Barthen has been bothered by them a little bit. Linane Greywind, if you've been to the Lion Shield Costa, I believe they have taken a shipment of hers.
Huh. Yeah.
Does the name Cragmaw ring any bells to you?
Cragmaw, I can't say I've heard the name.
Well, what else should I ask? Thinking.
Perhaps. Just at this point, Brecker would definitely kind of just step in, kind of give her some backup. Excuse me, sister. Do you know anyone who might know the area well? The outskirts of the town, the landscapes.
All the miners, certainly. You'll find many of them at the miners' exchange. They would have surveyed the land. They know the ways of the wilderness. That's how they get to their areas, whether it be to a mine of their own claim or a stream where they panhandle for gold. They have their own retinue guards and everything, but with the Red Brand trouble, it is getting a bit more precarious, you should say. I do wish somebody would do something about the Red Brands.
Someone will in due time.
Yeah.
One can wish Lady Tamora in all her wisdom, with good luck, of course.
Well, sounds like the Miners' Exchange might be our best bet for information.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely would probably have run into some of these Cragmaw fellas.
Oh, mission? Are you adventurous?
I suppose we are.
Oh, if you don't mind my asking, perhaps you could help me with something?
Well, what's up?
If you're adventurers, you're on a mission. I don't mean to impose, of course, but I traveled out to an area in search of a banshee. Agatha is her name. I was attempting to find some information about a long-lost friend that I heard tell she had information that she knew of. She didn't show for me, but perhaps if it takes you there, if your mission takes you near, you could try and visit.
Well,
Viv has a hard time turning down a request from a pretty lady. So she's going to say, I suppose if it's on the way, we can help you out.
And she is absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, by the way.
Oh.
Elven lass. Oh.
True
Fortunes.
elven beauty.
Yes, fortunes do smile upon us today, Tamora, and thanks in all of her grace. Well, I suppose I should tell you a little bit more information about it.
Oh, as much as you can.
You see, Agatha is... It's really quite a sad story, but Agatha is a banshee now. Certainly dangerous. But she has stuck to her own in her abode. I'm seeking information about an old friend, Bowgentle. She has an old spell book. She has since passed that I thought I lost, but I heard that Agatha knew some information about its whereabouts. So I went to her home, nearby Coneyberry. Do you know it?
Do I know it?
Do I know it?
Make me. You know what? Make a history check.
Okay.
Let's see.
See.
Where is my
Okay.
history?
Okay. Actually, yeah. Coneybury is a pretty well-known ruins. It was a town long ago sacked by barbarians and now lies in ruins. The Tribor Trail actually runs right through the abandoned town, which basically provides it as an easy landmark. Travelers often use it to measure distance, so they'll know, like, oh, we reached Coneybury. It's only this much further to so-and-so.
I
See. All right. So it's a landmark.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh, excellent. Well, Agatha's lair is only a few miles outside of town.
All right.
If you go there, and if you can get her to appear to you and basically ask her about the spell book and Bow Gentle. I have this comb. She didn't appear for me, but I hear she likes nice things. And then she presents this nice silver comb. If you present it to her, maybe she'll appear, and then she might take kindly to you. Maybe answer a question or two.
Vivacity takes the comb into her hands and holds it up to the light, looks at it, and then pockets it. All right. Sounds good. Now, I'm not too familiar with banshees. You said she's dangerous, but are they reasonable? Like they still got... Are they still all up here?
Well, I mean, it is a banshee. So their song, their scream is quite deadly.
Well, so am I.
Yeah, normally nobody in the right mind would go out seeking a banshee, but brave
Well, none of
adventurers.
us are in our right mind, so it's okay.
Certainly. Brave adventurers such as yourselves might be able to find some way. I do hear Agatha is not quite like other undead, more still elven in a way. Okay, make me... Anybody that wishes to can make me a religion check to see what they know about banshees.
Ooh, I was gonna ask. Yay.
I can try.
Well, I've already
that out.
kind
I've said that I don't know anything about them, so...
I'm not gonna do that.
I'm making it just so if I knew a lot, it would be hilarious that I couldn't tell anyone.
That is true.
Melanie, you want to check?
Ooh.
Is it religion?
Religion, yeah.
Yes.
Oh
yeah, this would be... You have to be trained. Forgot about that.
Oh dang!
Fine. I'm not.
Oh, never mind.
And she gets a good
I got such a good one.
When it doesn't matter.
Sorry. Forgot about that. Okay.
I don't think any of us are trained in religion.
No one? Okay.
We're all into heathen.
Nobody knows anything about banshees, so it might be a good idea to, like, ask questions. If you so choose.
Yes, absolutely.
That sounded like a question.
What can you do about? Yeah.
Okay.
Hi. So what do you know about banshees? If we're going to be running into one.
Well, they have a way to detect the presence of creatures, so she'll know when you're around, which is normally a bad thing, but in this case it is preferred because you want Agatha to show herself to you. She is like a specter moving through objects and creatures, so she can go through walls, So be on your guard. Banshees have a horrifying wail and visage. So when you see her, take care not to anger her or piss her off, because she might use it. So
I mean, how bad could it be?
essentially she has a way to force a saving throw, and you would become frightened. And then there is also the Banshee's Wail, where she can use her wail, and if you fail the saving throw, you drop to 0 hit points.
Oh shit!
Yes.
Shit.
I'm not gonna say no though, 'cause she's so pretty. And I'm so gay.
And so Millie's just gonna approach her a little bit closer, not too close. You know, like, excuse me, you're saying to not anger her. What are the things that we could do that could possibly anger her?
I'm not sure. I don't know too much about Agatha. I would err on the side of trying to flatter her. She was quite vain in life, so I hear. Slightly quite vain in the afterlife. So if you shower her with such a gift, which I have come up with, the silver comb. My hopes is that it will be intriguing enough and you will flatter her enough that she will entertain whatever your presence, essentially.
Don't worry, guys. I'm great at talking to girls. And she's half lying, half telling the truth.
Nice.
So you should all see that quest. Garael desires us to bring Agatha a suitable gift, a jeweled silver comb, and persuade the creature to tell what she knows about the location of a spellbook belonging to a legendary mage named Bowgentle. And she offers 3 health potions as payment.
Ooh.
Alright.
I'll take it.
That'd be nice.
Okay. So I'm going to give the silver comb to Vivacity, because she's the one that took it. Alright. I do sincerely thank you for this. You're such an amazing help. Timora's light surely shines upon me this day.
Of course. Well, I mean, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help people, right? Well, at least I'm here to help people. I don't understand. And she gives her a big toothy smile.
All right. Is there anything else you wish? Perhaps you wish to pray?
Oh, well, I've never done it before. How do you pray?
Oh, you've never prayed?
No.
Essentially, you get yourself into a comfortable position. For me, I like to kneel. I have pads if you wish, and then she shows the pad and everything. Get yourself into a comfortable position.
Okay.
then-
Okay. So Viv just starts to lays face down on the ground. This is comfy.
And then Garael's kind of looking at Vivacity right now with one eyebrow higher than the other, like, what the heck? But nonetheless kind of goes on, okay, and then normally I place my hands like this in front of me in a steepled position, and you kind of empty your mind and let your thoughts drift a little bit, and once you feel that you have gotten yourself into a blank state, start speaking to your deity.
I swear I heard you. I thought you said, "Let your farts drift."
No, know. Maybe it came out like that, but I meant thoughts.
I swear that's what I heard. That's all.
Awesome.
Nice.
I love that. I love that.
Jesus.
Sorry.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I don't really have a deity. I guess I could talk to this Timora lady. I mean, luck and fortune and all that sounds like a nice thing to have. But all right. So I just talk to her when I'm all like, no thoughts, head empty. I start talking to her.
Yeah, just start talking as in your head as if you were talking to a person.
All right, so Viv is pretty much planking on the ground, hands forward. She clears her mind and says, "Hey, Timora, it's me, girl. I hear you're the goddess of luck and stuff, so maybe you could give us some luck on our missions. I figure, there's worse people you could give luck to. We're not trying to hurt nobody, well, except people who hurt us first. But, I mean, they got it coming, right? I mean, I'm sure you're a god. You can see reason, right? We're not here to hurt we're not here to hurt nobody we don't think deserves it. So, in our future ventures, Timora, please give us luck and, thank you.
Go ahead and make me a charisma religion check.
Do I roll both?
So go to your skills tab, and then
Okay.
religion where it says INT, that's intelligence. When you click on that, it changes what ability you use. So go ahead and change that to charisma. There you go.
All right.
Now go ahead and roll me that check.
I was 100% thinking that she was going to ask her to get lucky. That she was going to say, and help me also get lucky. If you know what I'm saying. Wiggle, wiggle.
You wait a moment for a response. Another moment. And another passes. You just hear the calm chiming and feel the warm glow of the candles within the shrine.
She must be shy.
Well, I ain't hear nothing. Maybe I gotta be a higher level prayer or something. Is there like tiers that you unlock for prayer? How does this work? I really don't know.
Normally they don't answer. Only for the utmostly devout do they often commune, and even those only at the higher echelons. I myself do not hear Timora's voice.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
But Timora hears you.
She hears me. Okay, well, I hope I did okay. Like I said, I'm kind of new to this praying thing, but I guess I'll get used to it if I pray a bit more. Can you just adopt deities? Can you just decide? Can you just pick a deity? Is that how that works? Or do I have to, pass a test?
Oh, no, you pick whatever deity, whose path you wish to follow.
So there's no, I don't have to write an essay or anything?
No, there's no ultimate right or wrong, though there are good and evil.
Good and evil. So I'm guessing Timora is good, right?
Yes, Timora is good. She does one of those kind of hand over her mouth kind of laughs, like polite laugh.
Oh, Viv's knees buckle a little bit. She's good. She's good. Okay, well, praise be to Timora.
Oh, God.
So are all acolytes of Timora as pretty as you?
I knew it was coming.
her face goes kind of red. You see her cheeks go a little bit rosy, and then she doesn't know how to respond right away. She does like one of those gasping like without like saying the just kind of like moving her mouth. I can't say. I haven't met all that many other acolytes. After I left the sisterhood from where I was instructed, I've been kind of going about on my own for the longest time.
Well,
Well, I thank you for your help teaching me how to pray and all. I really appreciate it. You know, I may not have gotten an answer, but it was pretty relaxing.
Oh, certainly. You may come and pray with me whenever you wish.
I'll take you up on that offer.
And then she does one of those things where like she kind of realizes what she said and then she blushes again.
Oh. I'll definitely take you up on that next time I'm here. But, you know, we got some work to do. We got a banshee to find.
Oh, certainly. Best of luck on your travels. Best
Thank
of luck
you.
on your own mission.
And best of luck to you, too.
Timora's blessings.
Tamora's lessons to you, too.
All right.
We're off to the quartermaster, I think. I assume
Oh,
that's
your dad did so well.
There was the miners exchange.
and that's the other one.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah, there's the town master and then the miners exchange.
yeah, maybe it's a town master.
Okay, that's where Sildar went.
No, I think it was the miners exchange where they say that that's where we probably would find out more about the goblin situation and the sort, or any other things around the town that we might need help with.
Oh yeah, that was also the town master too. We
okay.
went to the bartender, I believe, and he pointed us, or the miner also pointed us there, I think. When we were having that exchange last week before.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If I'm remembering that correctly. Am I remembering that correctly, Nomad?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. As you exit the shrine, you actually see a number of people kind of congregated nearby the stone hill. They seem to have arrived during your conversation with Sister Gairael. There is a nervous energy about them. And they seem to be talking to each other excitedly, but with some worry as well.
Can we overhear anything they're saying?
Make a perception check.
Can I do the same thing? Because Brector would be interested in this.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, I'd like to roll too for perception.
So
Perception.
I would like to give myself guidance.
All right.
Oh, yeah, let me guide myself too, like.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d4 and I can add that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Melian. Yeah. So if you are on your actions tab, guidance, you can drag that onto your own token. That's how you give the effect to yourself.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. And then when you roll the skill, it will automatically apply.
All right, let's see. Perception, right?
Correct.
Let's see if I did not do this right.
Okay, yeah.
Can I just roll a d4?
Yep, you can just roll a d4.
All right.
Okay, 26 and a 23 with... So, Dr. O and Vivacity, you might have a little bit more difficult of a time actually hearing, but Brecker and Melian, it sounds like they're discussing the disappearance of someone, or even a number of someones.
Oh, can we get a little bit closer to see what's going on?
All right. Let's see. I'll put you back on the Stonehill map because we can be outside. Let me get the map.
Brecker's just going to start walking that direction like he's going back past them and get as close as he can to listen.
Melian's gonna follow suit and just, hang around him. The two of them paying attention to what's going on.
They will motion Mr. Bubbles to walk behind them.
Okay.
Inconspicuously.
What? What? How?
Pinnacle of
Well, inconspicuous.
So stealthy.
Melian's just having like that hulking metal thing just behind her, just like sweat dripping a little bit. Just like, it's cool, it's okay. Don't look back, just don't look.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Okay, I got you back on the map.
Hurrah!
Alright, so I have to follow behind some people. Inconspicuously.
Inconspicuously.
That's gonna be interesting. Alright, so Melian's gonna approach, just nearby, like she's walking by.
Okay. They
Brecker,
don't
we
seem.
recognize you.
Yep, they don't seem to startle at all. Your approach is completely normal. As you approach, you hear discussion about a family that has turned up, gone missing. And there is talk of red brands.
Not those damn red brands again.
All right. Trelana, who you had seen before, which is Toblin's wife, Trelana Stonehill. No. Thel wouldn't have just taken off. Something's afoot. And then Lanar the miner speaks up. We're in a frontier town. People come and go all the time. But I dare say I don't think well of the Red Brands either, but... Murder? I don't... Really? They didn't seem all that too cumbersome. Oh, well, here's those adventurers from before, and then he kind of points over to all of you approaching. And then most of them kind of turn to greet you.
We couldn't help but overhear some of the conversation. What's this about a disappearance?
Toblin speaks up. We haven't heard of the Dendra family in some times, and some concerned townsfolk went over to check, and there was a scuffle. And Thel's gone along with his family, and there's dried blood. We think it might have been the Red Brands. They finally overstepped. Oh, gracious.
It definitely doesn't sound like they just packed up and left.
I doubt it greatly.
Do they have any issues with the Red Brands in particular, or just nothing? Like, did they have anyone that didn't like them?
Trelana speaks up. Well, I heard that Thel actually stood up to them about a 10-day ago. They came by his shop and leered at his wife. I just heard this morning that his family gone missing. It was the Red Brands that actually threatened him. They said if he didn't learn his place, they would learn it for him. Several townsfolk are saying he was murdered now.
There's a motive then.
Sounds like we might need to pay these Red Brands a visit and learn the truth about it. Coming into town and causing a ruckus is one thing. Threatening a man and his family steps a very deep line.
That is
Exactly what I was thinking. I knew this town was trouble.
Maybe it's our maybe it's just become our job to make it a little less trouble.
I'll take that.
I guess it's true. They might, we're new in town. They might cause troubles for us too. So
Well, they got a rude awakening if they think we're gonna let the same thing happen to us. I'd like to see them try.
Any other innocent folk for that matter.
Makes sense to have a look at his house.
Yeah, maybe we should investigate.
Lillian sees a child. Is it a young boy?
Yep.
She sees a young boy playing off to the side and just sitting there and just playing a little bit. And she's gonna approach him.
All
Hey,
right.
Mel, where you going?
There's a child here all by himself.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
Viv moves
A little bit and
Sees-
sees after.
moving a few steps, sees the child in her view. Oh, there is. What's he doing all by himself?
I don't know, there's strange things happening in this town.
People are getting murdered. He's got no business being all by himself like that. He's too young.
Trelena calls out, "Oh, that's just my son Pitt."
Oh. Oh, well, that's a relief.
Okay, yeah, it's good to know that it's not alone there without his mother or father.
Can't
Can't help but worry.
Yeah.
Get information about where the home is, so we can investigate and hopefully find out if this was the doing of the Red Brands.
Oh, let's see. Let me open up the map. So on the map of Phandalin, their home is up here. The Denjars.
Just north of where we are.
Yep.
There's a gossipy bartender, right?
Yes, Elsa.
And she's not partaking in this conversation. She's quiet.
No, she seems kind of timid. She seems almost like frightened a little bit.
That's a very different demeanor from the day before.
Must be real bad if even she's not gabbing.
But everyone else is.
Maybe she knows something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk to her.
Yeah.
talk to her.
All right, Vivi, you seem to be really good about this. I'll let you do the talking.
Hey.
Women talking. I think you.
Look, a girl only has so much charm to expend every day, but if you insist.
Melly just rolls her eyes and just follows.
So, Viv,
Okay, where did my map go?
You just click on right and close it on the X.
okay.
There you go.
Alright, so go this way and approach. Where's Elsa? There she is. Okay,
So she's
gonna approach Elsa. Hi, Elsa, right?
She looks up. Yes.
Hey, we couldn't help but, overhear everything that's going on, and, we hear about this family that seems to have been, something seems to have happened to them. Do you know anything about it?
She kind of averts her eyes and then turns her head, shaking her head no quickly.
Well, that's a shame because, if you knew something, you know, any information that could really help, might even save their lives if they're still out there.
I mean, it's just quite scary. The Red Brands were just a couple of thugs before, but they're murdering people now? I mean, I heard Kellen Alderleaf's son found something out about the Red Brands. And to be quite honest, I'm kind of afeard of him. Afeard for him.
Oh,
So he knows something about him.
She shakes her head.
Wait, who knows something? There we go.
The son of the farmer?
Yeah, Kellen Alderleaf from the Alderleaf farm. She has a son.
Oh, so the farmer's son knows something, right? Well, thank you. I'm sorry. You seem pretty shaken up about all this. Did you know the family?
Not very well. They didn't come around here. I pretty much stay to the inn.
It's just scary to think that something like that could happen here, yeah?
She bites her lip and then shakes her head up and down.
Yeah, I get it.
At this point, Brecker would kind of notice the two of them talking and look at Elsie. Can he gleam? Is she? I might be hiding anything.
To Elsa?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna glance over at her.
Yep, roll an insight.
All right.
During this time, all of this congregation is continuing talking and gossiping. You hear Freda, the Weaver, so now you know who she is, speak up.
Holy shit!
Well, oh, damn!
Shit!
29 insight. Awesome.
Brecker knows her social security number.
Yes.
That's the first time I've ever rolled max on 2 dice before.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
29.
Record doctor.
You know her soul.
He knows her DNA.
Yes. All right, so Freda speaks up. Well, the Red Brands have been hassling every business in town for a while. Every business except the Miners' Exchange. They don't want trouble with Harley Thornton, who runs it, I hear. All right. Brecker, your close study inspection is amazing. You have a keen eye. Everything that you are witnessing basically tells you that Elsa is she's kind of frightened at this news. She never thought that being in a town like this with this type of populace would have such trouble like that. She's a little bit naive, a little ignorant, I guess, of the world. She knows murder's a thing, but it's kind of she never understood that it could be this close, you know. And then the family being kidnapped, she's her head's spinning right now. She doesn't know what to think. She's kind of retreated within herself, so she's just scared.
She's got some PTSD going.
Yeah,
I get you.
but she doesn't you don't get the sense that she knows anything that she's not letting on. You don't get the sense that she's hiding anything. She really doesn't know anything. She just knows that Killian Alderleaf has a son that she's heard rumors knowing something about the Red Brands, and this is a recent thing, and she's kind of fearful that if the Red Brands killed the Dendrars or took them kidnapped, that they might do it to the Alderleaf son as well.
Understood.
Darling, we're
I'm
gonna
gonna look into this, okay? So we'll follow up with the Alderleaf boy. You just, you go inside, get you a glass of water, and take a seat, okay? I think you need it.
Okay.
Yeah. You look like your leg's about to give out any moment. Poor girl.
She sits down and takes a sip of the nearest ale and kind of like hiccups a little bit. Probably doesn't drink all that much.
That ain't water, but you do you, girl. All right, I go back to the group. And I say, well, yeah, she didn't seem to know much about the family themselves or the Red Brands either, but she did say that the farmer, the Alderleaf, they have a boy, they have a son who has some information on the Red Brands, and he might be in danger. He might be their next target.
At any rate, this Red Brand business has just got a whole lot more serious.
For sure.
It really is. But what should we do? Should we just go straight there? We also don't know what's going on with. Well, but then again, we don't have any information about where exactly is. Would be the Kragmos castle. So
Much happening at once, but if this young man is in danger of being murdered, I think we should take care of that first. Put out that fire before it gets too big to stop.
I agree, this takes priority.
Yeah.
If the Red Brands are really such a problem, it might make sense to talk to the town master first, because there's probably continued problems with them. There might be a decent amount of information there. I don't know how timely getting to the sun would be, but if we do end up having to have scuffles with them, it might be good to have the blessing of the town before we do.
Yep.
We do anything further.
You have a point, but time is of the essence here.
Might be prudent if we investigated the house first, clean what information we can, then take what we have to the town master.
That's a good idea. So what say y'all? We go to the house?
Yes, I believe so.
All right.
Before they leave, Brecker will definitely turn over, look at Trelena, take care of your barmaid. She's going through a lot.
while the crew is talking, Melian is still near the boy. She hears him playing on with his stones and acting like a little adventurer. But some things he said catches her attention. She knows him talking about the secret tunnel, and she crouches down a little bit to be a little eye level with him. And I see you're a mighty adventurer yourself.
He stabs out with his six gun. Ha ha! Yeah, I'm an adventurer just like you.
Oh, great! And what's your what are you trying to do? Who are you trying to save?
Oh, well, I heard the Dendrars were taken by the Red Brands. I'm play fighting. I'm fighting off the Red Brands. I've snuck into their hideout. Cop told me about a tunnel the other day. He said he was out playing in the forest and he was hiding in the bushes and he saw some Red Brands appear. And he says there's a secret tunnel.
Oh, you're very brave. You've taken them by yourself. And who's this friend Carp of yours? Who is that?
Carp, he lives over on the Alderleaf farm.
Oh, okay, he lives there. All right, and he taught you about a secret entrance, a secret tunnel?
Yeah, he said he was gonna show me later, but I don't think my mom's ever gonna let me go now. And he swipes at the ground.
Well, how about this? How about I go talk to her? What's your name?
My name's Pip.
Pip? All right, Pip, I'm Melian. How about I go visit your friend Cart and I can ask him about that and I can tell you all about it.
You'll do that? You gonna go take on the Red Brands? Show them a little bit of justice, Tom's justice?
And at this point, Melian, who was not fully like she was like just going with it, but seeing he looked so hopeful and so brave for being so small. She gives him a little smile and yeah, I'll try to do that. How about that? And I'll even tell them that if I get them down, I tell them that I'm doing that for you. How about that?
You will?
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, he does like I don't know what it's called. It's this thing where you have your arm like in a fist and then you like jam your elbow down, you know, like yeah.
Yeah.
He does one of those things and then he holds up a hand for a high five.
Yeah. Melian does a high five, and then when she pulls her hand back, she's going to make a red flower bloom out of her hand, and she's gonna give it to him, and she's gonna say, "All right, you be careful. I know you're brave, but you still have to learn a lot. So study a lot and stay careful. And then I'll tell you all about the adventure later, and you can plan for the future. How about that?"
His mouth and eyes go wide. Whoa, you know magic?
Just a little bit.
That's amazing. Okay, yeah, I'll stay put. I got a lot of chores to do anyway.
All right, good. All right, so keep this flower safe for me, and then I'll tell you all about our adventure when we come back.
I will. Then he goes off running.
Viv is clutching her chest.
Also on a new level.
Miriam stands up, and it's although she does not, for her it's a little bit more natural. She seems to be more comfortable than she's been in a good while, and then she stands up, and suddenly it's like back to work.
Okay.
That was incredible, Mel. I didn't know you were so good with kids.
Oh, well, kids are, well, it's not in a polite way, but kids are more like animals. So they are more honest and easier to read, and
Yeah. You know, I was just
they're
gonna say
nicer.
that. I was just going to say that, kids, and most of them anyway, they haven't been corrupted by the world yet, so they just say what's on their minds and don't have much to hide. I got a soft spot for them, but it was real nice the way you interacted with them. Reminded me of an old teacher of mine.
I heard him saying something, and I didn't want him to go and get involved in this because that was not going to end up well for him, and
Yeah.
I would like for him to study and grow up and not get involved in these kinds of things if possible. All right, guys, so where are we heading to now?
All right. Yes. So you have a number of locations now, and it is completely up to you where you go next. You have heard of the Phandalin Miners Exchange and the proprietor Halia Thornton, which was recommended to you by Sister Garael. I don't remember what she recommended you. Oh yeah, because the miners would know the outlying area pretty well. So if you're looking for somebody that knows their way, that's probably a good location. You know about the Edermath Orchard. You also have the Alderleaf Farm, which is down to the southeast. That is where Kellen Alderleaf and her son Carp live. Carp might have some information.
Would the rest of the party have heard what the kid was saying?
I think I was close enough to hear. I was listening because I was like, kind of like hard eyes at the interaction, so I was listening. It was.
It could certainly be understood even if not, that information could be passed easily. So it would be known to the rest of the party, yeah. And then
Right.
Sildar is at the Townmaster's Hall. And then you know about the sleeping giant where the Red Brands like to stay.
All right, so we have, I think we have a lot of leads, and few of them are leading. A lot of them are leading to the Red Brands. I am concerned about the Carp, the Elderleaf son. I think he knows a secret passage to their hideout. If that's the case, I think he's definitely in danger.
We had mentioned going to the house of the family that was taken.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Getting whatever evidence or leads we could find and taking it to the town master.
All right, so should we go to the Townmaster first, then
We're going to the house first.
the house 1st? All right. What you guys
Well, I
think?
think you guys were worried about the kid.
We are.
Yes, I'm
but
worried about him. We don't know if we should at least check on him first.
I mean, they're
Okay, so
opposite
then-
directions, so the
Should we
the
split the
house-
party?
I don't like that idea.
All right, yeah. Especially if we have to deal with those Red Brands.
Exactly. I think it could be quite dangerous if any of us get stuck alone with Red Rands.
I can't be like Fred and just pair myself off with the pretty girl and split up gang.
Is the town master nearby? It might be a good. Like, we don't know much about the Red Brands. We don't nothing about their numbers. We're lacking significant information.
Yeah, we need to get information about that.
Yes.
The closest location would be the Townmaster's Hall.
Then let's go there.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some information there first.
Yeah, okay.
Sounds good.
So, I heard y'all talking about a secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah, see, I was actually, all my travels, I actually heard this story about a secret tunnel one time. They had a song about it. Y'all want to hear?
Oh no! Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Forbidden from one another.
Oh my god.
A war divides
Their people, and a mountain divides them apart. Build a path to be together. I forgot the next couple of lines, but then it goes, secret tunnel, secret tunnel,
Secret tunnel.
through the mountain, secret tunnel, yeah.
That's awesome.
That was it.
Wonderful. How
I love it.
wonderful.
And Dr. Offbay will clap like, I've heard that song before.
Oh yeah, it was a hit. It hit a couple years back. All the local pubs were playing it.
Okay. So, as a group, you all travel on to the Townmaster's Hall. I have you all on the map, and you are no longer token locked.
Which building is the town hall? This big one?
Yep.
Okay, and this is the door.
Okay. The Townmaster's Hall has sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door is a notice written in common. It reads, Reward, Orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. The notice bears the town's seal and an indecipherable signature.
Why they
Do we
gotta
get
be
a
menaces?
quest for that?
Does the notice have a reward on it?
Let's see. Yes, it does say that there is a reward.
That
Does
doesn't
not
say what.
It doesn't say what. It says inquire within, but there is a reward.
Okay. Doo-doo. Oh, there's a door here.
Yes, you enter into a fire lit in a nice little foyer. There are double doors.
This is a very crowded foyer.
That's just because you're big, Mr. Bubbles.
You're on top of me.
It is so far.
Thank you.
Okay. And you enter into an area where you suspect this is where discussions about justice are held, as well as a number of other important things that might be needed in a town. There's an area where Dr. Offbay is, which is raised, basically where, like, someone comes up to approach before where this fat man is, kind of like a judiciary system. And there are two, there's a little kind of like fence or whatever, and then two swivel doors on each end, on the top and the bottom, that you may enter. You see Sildar within, talking with a fat man seated behind a desk. And Sildar is talking angrily.
Well, what's he saying?
Let's get closer. I want the tea.
I'm listening.
Okay. So when you come in, Sildar is saying a lot of things, kind of like, that's your job. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're the town master.
Get his ass.
And then the fat man, we have company. Hello. I'm Harbin. What can I do for you?
Hope mine does keep going.
And then Sildar turns to see you. Oh, well and good. I'm just trying to discover more information from this man right here.
About the red brand?
Actually, yes.
That's what we're here for, too.
It appears that this nuisance is known about, and the town has done nothing about it. This man doesn't see it necessary. And Harbin speaks up. The red bands are just a mercenary guild. Just a mercenary guild. Not all that much trouble, really. They'll come and go, all in good time. There's no reason to get into anything with them.
Have you heard of the family?
I'm sorry, you cut out. What was that?
Oh, did you hear about the kidnapped family? Potentially murdered. They think it was the Red Brands. That seems kind of dangerous, don't you think?
Yeah, I've heard of no such thing. And then Sildar kind of like looks. You see, when there is an issue in a municipality, you need to take care of it. That is your job, even as an elected official. Fool of a man! And he kind of like slaps his hand on the desk, pounding it. Oh, there's no need for that. There's no need for that now. What proof do you have? Gossip and rumors spread like wildfire around these lands. I'm sure the family is just out in the wilderness doing something, having a picnic. They'll be back. There's no need to spread this disgusting nonsense.
Yeah, I'm sure they left the blood on the walls as decoration before they went.
Blood?
Yes. I'm sure the people who frequent the Stonehill Inn would beg to differ on your little idea of what happened.
Ugh, all you politicians are the same.
He kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. Stonehill Inn, I couldn't expect any less. Of course, the constant source of gossip and rumor mongers. we live a modest life out here on the frontier, and there's plenty of room for excitement, especially for those that are more predisposed to that of gossip and rumor mongering.
So you haven't made any attempt to listen to your constituents? Then what's your purpose?
I pay attention very well, thank you very much. Who are you? Who are you? What are you doing here in this town?
It doesn't matter who the hell I am. You need to listen to your people. You immediately dismiss what they were saying as gossip and rumors.
I will not take this kind of thought for someone in my position. Good sir, you have your loan secured. Here you go. Here are your papers. Now, if you wouldn't mind, I have a lot of other work to do. If there's anything pressing, please let me know. But I must retire to my study.
Bet he's in the pocket
Pocket of the red brand.
Sir,
They're always in
Mr.
my
Western,
pocket.
Mr. Harbin.
Yes. Anything more?
Yes, sir. You said that they are mercenaries, correct? And they come and go from the city?
It is the Red Brands are just a group of miscreants and wanderers coming from the road.
And how much are they paying you?
Million turns around a little bit.
Well, I do say, I am in nobody's pocket, and I don't appreciate these accusations. If you wouldn't mind, please leaving the estate. I have work to do.
But you're no stranger to accusations.
Just for shits and giggles, I want to see if that was a lie.
Okay.
See if I could read them.
Go
I
ahead.
would too, actually. I would like to also do like a...
Million is trying to calm him down a little bit. And sorry, I just had one question. You said that they come and go from here, and however, you say that they just move around and they don't disturb anyone. However, every single one of the business we have visited reported to us that they had issues with the Red Brands. It's not just the Stony Hill people. It's your business people are also complaining about.
Good job. Talk money. That's
when
what
they start
listening.
Okay. So first off, we can do the insight. So anybody that wishes to can roll me an insight check.
I'd say oh shit!
You have a sixth sense when it comes to politicians.
Oh shit!
You're Brazilian out of character.
Million is used to scummy people.
And that out of character.
Okay, so guidance guidance is verbal and somatic, so he would have known that you're casting a spell. He kind of freaks he kind of freaks out like, "Oh, spell casting, don't touch me, steer clear."
Oh, calm yourself. I wasn't going to do anything to you.
And then
If I wanted to do something to you, I would have done it.
both
Shit! Oh shit!
Oh,
Shit!
I do
Oh, shit.
not take kindly to threats, good Sir Orc. All right, with a 22
Orc,
and
thank
a
you.
with a 22 and a 23, Brecker and Melian. This is a politician through and through. You get the feeling that there definitely is something going on here. A lot of his protest seems to come from a place of fear rather than not necessarily that you suspect he's working with the Red Brands, but that he's fearful of what the Red Brands might do if he gets involved. So it's kind of like he's afraid of retaliation.
Okay, got it.
Another spineless politician.
I do not think we're gonna get any more information here. She says it very quietly to Sildar.
All right. Harbin actually gets kind of like a moment of courage and says, "You seem to be very capable. Why don't you put yourself to good use? I have a contract out here for some orcs if you wish to earn some money during your stay." And says it kind of pointedly.
How about we make sure our family isn't dead first, then we talk about orcs.
The contract will go out to whoever accepts it first.
Very well.
So if it's not here when you return, it's not my fault.
Me and Master Bubbles will accept it for sure. We can go ahead and put that under my name, please. And that's going to be Dr. OFBE. Yep.
He looks at he kind of peers over the desk because he's stepping up now. Oh, a mere child! Oh heavens, what is that thing?
My destroyer. It
Aren't you
destroys things.
Aren't you a ragtag bunch? A half orc, a child, a tiefling, wood elf, and
Not a child.
steel juggernaut. Not a child? Then what are you then?
Not a child. I am a grown woman. I'm just small. Very teeny tiny.
Hardly believable. Well, the contract is here. If you so choose, sign here, and then he like does all that thing, goes through the thing. The payment is 100 gold pieces to any group that takes care of my problem. There have been reports of a trouble with a band of orcs near Wyvern Tor. You travel over to the east. It's a well-known location. Anyone that is trained in history can make a history check if they know where Wyvern Tor is.
I am, but would it make sense for my character to know because she's not from around at all?
Yeah, we can roleplay that.
All right, let me go
Okay.
for that.
So then he goes on to explain Wyvern Tor. Wyvern Tor is an old crag out to the east in the foothills. I will get Sword Coast map out now. Wyvern Tor is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
Oh, and that's Coneyberry.
Yeah.
So where
Yeah.
we need to go?
Right.
Yep.
Why do you
Wyvern
think that
Tor.
worked way out there?
Yeah, Wyvern Tor is a prominent landmark in the rugged hills northeast of the Sword Mountains, easily visible from 20 miles away. People traveling along the tribal trail in the vicinity of Coneyberry catch glimpses of the crag to the south as they go. It's quite hard to miss. It was formerly the home of a large and dangerous nest of wyverns, hence its name. But a band of bold adventurers dealt with the monsters years ago. The wyverns have not returned, but other creatures do lair there from time to time. The current squatters, we have heard reports of being a band of orcs and their ogre ally. We're afraid of them coming down and terrorizing the local countryside. I would much prefer it be taken care of for purposes of trade and commerce, of course. 100 gold pieces to a party. Sign here, date here. Put your sign here.
Here you go. Here's my signature. All right. Don't worry, I will take care of them.
Okay. And you have Wyvern Tor. Or excuse me, Orc Trouble. Now, if your business is quite concluded, I must go back to my study. More work to do. Town Master's day never ends.
Yeah, we'll leave you to do absolutely nothing. I'll keep into it. Let's get out of here.
Damn.
Quite preposterous.
Your face is
Sorry.
preposterous.
It's getting worse without even using it.
Don't worry. It's okay to be scared. There are scary things out there. Have a nice day.
As you are leaving, you hear a little bit more discussion between Sildar and Harbin, and you would overhear him saying, think the best course of action is for me to supplant you as acting town master. You will serve under me, you will learn from my example, and then kind of off like that. Seems like Sildar is kind of trying to knock some sense into this situation. Quite to the protestation of Harbin Wester.
Do you mind if we take a bathroom break?
Yeah, I was actually going to say that.
Alright, cool.
All right, excellent. And now is a great time for a break. So go ahead and get some food, take a bathroom break if you need it, and we will rejoin in, let's say, 3 minutes.
All right.
Sounds great.
All right,
Okay.
excellent.
You guys are on mic.
Pumpkin.
Hello.
Wait, what?
Well, we were
guys
hearing
were
you
on mic
talking
the
that whole
whole
time.
I am so sorry.
It was not.
No, my delay was off.
It wasn't like terrible, so I didn't say anything.
No. Y'all.
Mine was off. I just turned it on.
Oh, mine's off.
One of ours is not working.
All going through Melly.
But well, good thing
It's
we're
all
all
wrong
saying
for you, Melly.
oh shit. Well, we're all saying good things, so
It's not like we were saying anything bad.
yeah, we're just talking about how we're having fun.
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
Just talking mad shit when the mic's off. All right. Who's ready to get back into it?
Just talk about how much I hate politicians as a teacher right now, and I'm enjoying having an outlet to express that frustration.
There you
And
go.
also that Mr. Ruffles doesn't have to say anything in role playing. I'm kind of sympathetic, but I'm also kind of jealous. I just want to be back there going, oh.
Well,
I love that.
Watcher.
if I did almost, if the doctor had gone through with her plan, I might have ended up killing a kid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Or what?
We successfully didn't kill a child today. So
Yeah, we
I'll be
deserve
really
credit.
happy about that.
We deserve credit for not killing.
No, I was gonna have Dr. Offbay play with the kid with the stick earlier. And I was like, oh crap, if like that little kid touches her, like
Like clay hurts.
Is it too late to add a no-no? Because I think killing children, like if a child's already
Oh, yeah.
gone, like the
I mean,
family
we
was dead, it's
specifically,
fine.
Yeah.
no, we
But
specifically did not do it, but we're still gonna get credit for not doing it.
Okay, yes. Your good intentions are noted.
child
I don't
death
think
is
I could
one of the
ever
things
actually
I really don't
do
like.
that.
Yeah, that would be a line, so we wouldn't want to
Yeah.
actually.
Child death is a lie for me, especially
But we get
now.
credit for not doing it.
You do.
Yes. Thank you for not killing the
Child, we appreciate it, all of us.
Great.
Now I feel sorry for anyone who accidentally throws a rock in off-base general direction.
Right? Holy shit.
a bird poops on Dr. Oafbay, and then Mr. B just goes leaping into the sky.
I would do it.
Lillian, cover your eyes.
Okay.
All right, back to it once again. Let me get some of this stuff. Okay. If I can get my music stuff ready. This music is great.
It's very adventure-y.
Yes. Sirenscape to all those out there. Science-scape is awesome.
This gives me serious Final Fantasy vibes.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Ah, so that's it.
I don't think it's from Final Fantasy, but I think it's like similar.
Inspired, kind of like that old RPG style.
Yeah. Okay. So you exit the town master's hall. Where to next?
The house for clues or the kids? Question posed to the team.
Outer Leaf Sun?
Yeah, let's go to the outer leaf.
Hard.
Yeah, I'm worried about that kid.
Me too.
We can check on the boy first, then go to the house.
Sounds good.
And let me get that map ready. On to Alderleaf Farm. Okay. Let me know when you are on the map.
On the map.
Okay.
I appear to be on it now.
Me too.
Yes.
You approach the Alderleaf Farm. See a nice little farmhouse with a well in front. Next to the well is a young boy playing.
He looks familiar.
Minions gonna approach a little bit.
Fifth following behind.
All right, the boy sees you approach, and you see that he is kind of smaller than normal human boys, at least by your recollection. Perhaps this is a halfling. He also sees you all coming, and as he notices that you're kind of coming in his direction, he takes one little tentative step back, and then calls out kind of nervously, "Hello, who are you?"
Million's gonna stay where she is, and she's gonna wave at him. Hi, are you Carp?
Yeah, I'm Cop. My mom's right inside. She's just in the kitchen. You want me to get her?
Sure, but I'm Pip's friend.
Oh, you know Pip?
Yeah, I know him. We were just talking, and we were playing. We were playing and adventuring, and he told me about you. He said you like to also play as an adventurer.
Oh yeah, me and Pip, we play adventure all the time.
Yeah, that's what he told me. He was telling me like this amazing history. Like these are my friends. We also like going adventuring, and he told us that you know about a secret place that seems like it's really fun. It's like a secret tunnel.
All right. Carp, when he hears the first part, looks back to the adventurers. He sees Dr. Ulfbay, thinking that she's a child as well. Kind of puts his hand up and waves like, "Oh, hi," like really friendly. And then you see his demeanor kind of changes to be a lot more open and confident. No longer that little bit of fear. But then when you mention the tunnel, he immediately gets suspicious, and his eyes kind of narrow. And he's like, Did Pip tell you about my secret?
Well, he didn't tell us anything. He just told us that you guys like going on adventuring, and we were talking about how we also like to go. And I asked if he knew any sort of interesting places, and he told me that you knew about an interesting place. So that's why I came ask if you know awesome places for us to adventure.
From one adventurer to another, from a group of adventurers to another, it's sometimes helpful to, share what we know, right? He didn't tell us the location of the secret place. He'd never give you out like that. But he did say he knew about a secret place, so we were hoping to get the lowdown about it. You know what I mean?
All right. While you're out front talking, you see the door open and a stout halfling woman appears. Oh, I thought I heard some noises. Carp, you okay? He says, yeah, Mom. And then she steps out. What can I do for you?
Hello, ma'am. We're new in town, and Million's gonna lower her voice a little bit so Carp cannot hear. We are new in town, and we heard that you guys are having some issues with a group called the Red Brands.
A little bit of a scowl kind of crosses her features. I heard about the nasty business. Dendrars were a good family. Away on the other side of town, none to be sure. Didn't see much of them, but me boy Carp, he enjoyed their daughter. Spent some time together. Go on, Carp. Why don't you go out the back and help me with some of the chores? Okay, Mom. And then he goes into the house. Disappears kind of further within.
So I assume you heard what happened to her family.
I heard. I hear much of what goes on around here, even me little over here in the farm. The Red Brands have been getting a lot braver, I guess you could call it. Foolhardy, some might say.
Yeah, the reason why we're here and we were talking to your son, Carp, is because we heard from his friend Pip that they are playing around and they possibly might know about something that is connected to the Red Brands, and we were worried about him.
We don't want to alarm you, but we think your son might be in danger.
Carp? Danger?
Yeah, and we want to stop these Red Brands before something can happen. So any information you have about them or their whereabouts would be extremely helpful, ma'am.
Yes, he's much too adventurous for his own good. We only have one rule: you don't leave the town. But even that, it's hard enough to keep him on a short leash. I did hear about him learning about something out in the woods near Tressendar Manor. Oh boy, oh me. I told him not to stay away from that place. You never know what might be creeping around in those manors, especially out in the cellar. When Carp came home telling me he found a secret entrance or something of sort. I told him to keep it quiet, keep his yap shut, or he'll get what's coming to him.
Kids rarely do though, It's always you promise not to tell, and then you promise not to tell, and that's how it gets around. But we want to make sure nothing happens to them. So, do you know where we could find this secret entrance, or if Carp knows?
I don't know myself. Here, I'll go grab Carp and ask him yourself.
Thank you.
She pauses at the doorway, looks back. You plan on taking care of the Red Brand business yourself, or so?
Yes. We do. As much as we can.
She then
Brecker just grabs his mace and nods.
She then turns around fully and then kind of studies each of you. Hey, you look mighty powerful yourself.
Thank you.
Can't say it's quite odd carrying a child around. If you need someone to look after her, I can keep her company.
Brecker just gestures to the behemoth over in the back. I think she has plenty of protection herself.
Aye, is that so? Well, all in well, I'll grab Carp. Alright. Carp comes back. And then she kind of, gives him a gentle nudge forward. Go on, me boy. Tell him where you found it. And then he goes on. Well, I was playing Venture out in the woods near the ruins up over east. You see. And then he kind of points out to the east. They didn't see me because I was down in a bush. But I saw some of them Red Brand people, those men, suddenly appear out of nowhere, and so I hid, and I waited until they left, and then I crept up, real sneaky like, cause I'm really sneaky, I could be like a silent assassin in the night or something. I have a name, they call me the Shadow Wanderer or something. That's what I do when I play adventure. And then Kelly speaks up. Come on, son. Get back to the entrance. Oh yeah. Well, I crept up all sneaky like, and I found a secret entrance that went down into I think it must be the old cellars of Tresendar, of the manor. A couple of big ugly bandits came out of there. They didn't see me. I'm too sneaky for them. I can take you if you like. There will be none of that. You are going nowhere near. Oh, but Mom! No.
And maybe when you're a little older, get a little more training under your belt. Then you can start showing us around, all right? She's still got a lot to learn, all right? Silent Wander.
He pouts. Kind of like shoves his fist down into the air. Anything else you can think of, son? And Carp just kind of crosses his arms and turns away pouting. No, just you gotta find it out on the southern side. Cut into the actual rock wall. It's not up top. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, southern side, rock wall.
Yep, southern side upon the rock face. Because Tresendar Manor actually kind of sits up on like a small like plateau thing. So there's rock face sides. So it's somewhere along the southern wall.
All right. Okay. And Millian's gonna look at Carp and Carp, do you know? You sure you were not seen, right?
No, I wasn't seen. Like I said, I'm real sneaky.
And when you were playing, when you were adventuring? I'm sorry, when you were adventuring, were you with your friends, or just yourself?
No, it was just me. Pip was busy with chores that time.
All right. Okay, that sounds great. Okay, that's good. You should probably train, because you were sneaky, but you never know. So you need to like really train at hiding. Like maybe you should train with your mom and see if you could, stay hidden in the house.
she looks at you with a little bit of like, oh my god, what are you doing?
She's trying to make the kid stay at home.
Yeah, she's in her head, she's thinking, we're gonna play hide and seek and I'm never gonna find him.
The motherly glare of concern and goddamn, what have you done?
But he kind of does like an excited little jump in front of you, like, yeah, I'll practice. I'll get real good at hiding. They'll never find me.
That's good, but hiding outside is really easy. It's like hiding inside the house, that's way harder. So, if you can hide inside the house,
You gotta be creative.
yeah, you gotta be creative when hiding inside the house.
It's gonna be perfect stealth practice.
Yeah. You're gonna be a true shadows.
Mm-hmm.
This mom is gonna hate us.
She is looking a little perturbed. She's like, "Okay, cop, if you don't have anything else, why don't you go inside and finish your chores?" Then she gives him a hug. Maybe we'll play that game later. Then he goes back in excitedly.
Remember, good assassins always do their chores.
Okay.
Did we have a reason to think the child's in danger, and should we alert the parents?
I mean, he said that he was hidden.
But I did mention to the mom that with
Yeah.
in danger.
They've mentioned something to her to just keep an eye out, just be careful, and it's never too much to be careful, especially with a child.
Right. Kelly kind of brushes her hands off on her front smock and then does that hand patting thing in front of her. Well, that's business done. It's about time somebody does something about those miscreants. Those men ain't no good. Been around here for far too long, you ask me. And y'all look capable. I suggest you get on with it. If there's anything more I can do for you?
No, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You and your son have been a big help.
Yeah, stay safe.
Yes, I'll be looking after Carp. Hopefully this business hasn't traveled too far. But I'll go talk to Daran Idermath over at Idermath Orchard. Perhaps he can help us. Just make sure my son's protected.
Of course.
Have a good day.
Awesome.
Come back anytime.
Thank you. You too.
I hear much of what happens around these lands. If you have a question needs answering, I might know. And then she bids you farewell.
All right, where should we head to?
Murder house, in case there's any information there, I guess? Question mark?
Murder.
Murder house. Yeah, we need evidence.
We don't need evidence, but in case they left something behind that would give information, you never know.
Never
in a
heard
situation.
As to why they were taken.
Yeah, it's possible the father kept some type of journal or something like that. I mean, I know I like to journal all the time.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. On to that house.
To the murder house.
With murder house.
To the murder house!
So,
It never gets old.
Never gets
That's not creepy at all. No, okay, but imagine Mr. Bubbles does that when we're just quiet investigating stuff. It's like still quiet. It's like, bah.
Everybody just jumps out of their skin.
Usually that's the sound you hear of a ancient guardian awakening to kill the adventurers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Fun things.
that's true. Okay, so one thing about this house is I actually do not have a map for it. Yes. It's actually
My God.
funny enough, like it makes total sense to like investigate the den jars, but they don't even like have any information in the module. But yeah, we can definitely go with that. I just have the Phandalin map open so we kind of have something as reference. But you make your way to the home. And it appears like a number of villagers have kind of come and gone. Some of them making their own observations and everything. It's not like a crime scene that's, taped off or anything. This is a frontier village where, everybody kind of wants to know what's going on. There's people waiting outside, like not wanting to go in. There's some inside as well. But I am assuming you wish to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially if we can get any indication of who may have been there, if it was in fact the Red Brands, if there's been... I mean, now everybody's stomped all over it, so we can't get a good feel for how many people have been through, but...
All right, so for your investigation, who is doing what? So you can look inside to try and find something, looking for evidence. You can talk to nearby villagers to see if they have any such information. Stuff like that.
I'm just helping the doctor do whatever she does.
Okay.
Dr. Offbay is going to be on the lookout for things like diaries or journals or anything, especially since there was a young child there. Maybe there's something written down
Okay.
about the time leading up.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Meanwhile, Million is just gonna be looking around the house, checking for, anything that has been like moved out of the way or any places that seem to be particularly destroyed or, looking at the blood marks.
Okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check of your own, Million.
Investigation.
As she does that, Brecker is going to look inside and around the house, see if there's anything that might have been left behind by the attackers, a weapon, piece of clothing, something that might indicate exactly who we're dealing with, if it isn't Red Brand or who.
Okay. Brecker, make me a perception check.
Good. Oh, guidance myself.
Yep, you can guidance that. Anything else?
I'm gonna talk to people. You can.
Is that D4 your guidance, Dr. Ofbe?
I had a D.
Oh, that's
no,
from before.
I
Never mind.
I accidentally rolled that.
Okay.
I'm super sorry.
No, that's fine. I confused myself. Okay. So, within this home, it's not destroyed, but it is in quite a lot of disarray. There was obviously a scuffle of some kind, and some resistance. There is some dried blood out back. The amount of which, Brecker, you suspect is telling of a serious injury, though you're not sure it might be death. But it is definitely enough blood to give sign that there is a serious wound taken by someone. Dr. Offbay, you don't really find any writing of much of any sort. With a farmhouse, they might not be educated enough to really know how to write or to read. But being so thorough in your investigation, you do see a torn bit of red cloak.
Wow. Okay,
So,
that's just
in whatever scuffle, a torn bit of cloak was ripped off and is lying in the home.
I will just collect that as evidence. Thank you.
Okay. And then, Melian, what were you searching for again?
I was
Mine's
looking
trying to-
around. I was looking around the house, seeing if there was anything that could have been hidden there that was taken, like any
gotcha.
areas that were like turned around more than others or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay.
Did you say there were people nearby?
Yeah, there are people nearby.
Okay, I'd like to talk to some villagers and see if they know anything.
Okay. Let's see. I think that might also be investigation.
Okay.
Oh yeah, give me an investigation.
All right.
Okay, Melian. The disarray is pretty much localized to the entrance. So you would open the door, and in that area, there's stuff kind of shoved out of the way in a scuffle, in a rush, probably to get at somebody. Looking like someone came in and was not greeted well or kindly at the door, and so they made a rush to grab whoever was already inside. It seems to you likely that the entire family was not all in the same space. So there would be, to your knowledge, the father, the mother, and a kid. And it seems likely that the mother was probably the one that was taken from the house. And then Vivacity, as you are talking to those outside, you hear them discussing with each other about Thel standing up to the Red Brands about a 10-day ago. And everybody knew that the Red Brands had made threats on Thel. But nobody thought they would actually act on it. And now with the family gone, everybody's pointing fingers to the Red Brands being responsible. And they're trying to figure out, like, okay, who's going to do something? Who's going to do something? But nobody in the house is brave enough or skilled in combat to really do anything about it. And the town master has done absolutely nothing.
Naturally. Well, she says, she offers, me and my friends, that's why we're here. We're looking for some information so we can get to the bottom of this and actually take care of this problem. If the Red Brands really are responsible for this mess, we would like to put a stop to it.
Well, if you're going to put a stop to the Red Brands, you're going to go meet them over at Stonehill at the Sleeping Giant. You find plenty of them there, though I think you might need a few more numbers than you already have. And there's some grumblings of agreement.
We're pretty capable, don't underestimate it.
If you say so. I would be careful. If they're the type of men that are on to murdering now, who knows what they're capable of?
Okay, are we wrapped up here, everyone?
I think so.
Yeah, I couldn't find nothing.
Dr. Afe will show them the piece of, like, red cloak that she found. Like, I think they might be on to it being the Red Brands, assuming they wear red cloaks. Maybe we should go check out their inn. Let's maybe just make a little scouting trip, not even get very close.
If we find a red brand,
We might be able to match the fabric to them. If that's something that they wear.
That's true. Do we have everything we need to in case we face them?
I've got a knife in my beautiful voice.
Mr. Bubbles.
That's all you need.
Yep, the doctor's got Mr. Bubbles.
And we got Mr. Bubbles. We sure do.
All
Mr.
right,
Bubbles
then.
has got us.
I'm always ready.
Then do we want to scout, or would we rather go to the secret tunnel? Tunnel.
Oh God. I think scouting would be a good idea, so we know in case before we actually end up in a place that we are going to have to fight without knowing anything about numbers and stuff like that.
You're so smart and insightful.
Millie's gonna just blush a little bit. Oh, thanks. Anyways, let's go. She just starts moving. She doesn't even know where exactly she's going. And she's like, where is this continent again?
No, other way.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
All right, let's go. We ain't getting any younger.
Okay.
Maybe you aren't.
I might be.
If
I mean, yeah.
Benjamin Button?
Benjamin Button?
Button, yeah. Approximate knowledge.
She has an approximate knowledge. of
Look,
many
I'm not
things.
from here. I only know some legends, but they get kind of lost all the way to the Gulch,
It's so
so...
funny. I just gave a final exam on Benjamin Button.
All right,
so,
let's go.
yep, you all set off back into the town. Where are you going to?
I think we're going to the Sleeping Giant, kind of
Okay.
just scout him out.
Before you leave your immediate area, as you begin walking on the road a little bit, I would like everybody to make me a perception check.
Sleeping Giant, Brazil.
Alright. Perception, okay.
Perception. Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Really?
Great rolls, everyone. Great rolls.
Wow.
Okay. No, we have
Most
Brecker
of
here.
us- Yeah, most of us did.
Okay. Thank God for Breckers. Proficiency.
I have a proficiency too.
I do too, but look at
I'm
that.
just so unlucky.
I don't have proficiency and I have a minus.
I have the eye of the hawk. Okay. As everybody's walking along, Brecker will he'll definitely kind of just motion everybody to stop and gesture towards the figures he sees. Motions towards the shady figures just standing in the road, standing there.
And it's at this point the rest of you see a couple figures in red cloaks standing in the road, kind of conspicuously.
Are we supposed to be on a new map?
Not yet. You haven't
Okay.
really gotten there yet. I'm trying to see
Just
if you
making
guys.
sure.
Yep. If you guys want to try to circumvent, or if you guys are trying to move up.
Do they look like they're wearing you said they wear cloaks?
Yes.
Red
the-
cloaks.
Doctor, you're probably riding on me right now, right?
Right.
Are the cloaks similar to the one that Alpe showed us?
Yes.
Did we see them on the road? Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Only Brecker sees it, right?
I pointed it out. He pointed it out.
I feel like how many were there?
There are 4.
Brecker's going to take a quick scan in the surrounding area. Does it look like anyone's trying to kind of surround us?
Make me another perception check, please.
Okay.
Can I guide you?
Yes, if you're actively searching, you can do a guidance on that.
Okay, so Brecker pointed out and some millions on alert. So I'm gonna give you actions. A sec. Let me guide you.
Awesome.
Alright, so alright. Did it go? Yeah.
Here we go. All right, 20. Brecker, looking around, you do not see anything threatening or any sign of being surrounded. You just see the 4 shady figures in grimy red cloaks waiting.
No attempts at an ambush.
They're not even like walking along. They're just waiting.
No, they're just standing, kind of like
Wow.
yeah, they're just standing, leaning casually, kind of
Waiting?
talking, just waiting, kind of
Imagine waiting
talking to each
die.
other.
What do we do, gang?
I don't care less. If we do get into a scuffle, Mr. Bubbles will take care of it.
Yeah, I just keep walking.
Okay. I will now put you all on the map.
At this point, though, Brecker would definitely have a hand on his mace,
Okay.
ready to draw it at a second's notice.
I can't help but have my weapon drawn.
Viv has her hand on her loot.
What?
Loot.
The most dangerous of all the weapons. The
ready just to shred out some tunes.
And enemies.
Some vicious tunes.
You're like, you're gonna get mocked.
Tunes and enemies.
You are going to get mocked so hard.
So, your mom.
Damn.
Okay, so you have freedom of the map.
Bard's the only class capable of weaponizing bullying.
I'm not seeing it.
Oh, I'm not seeing the map.
My bad. Now you'll see the map.
There we are.
My apologies.
There it is.
That makes sense now.
All you need to know on the map.
Oh gosh.
Did you see the red brands? Where? Very good.
So, Dr. Afbe, you're on my shoulder, right?
Okay.
Alright, perfect.
Still have a little bit yet before you're kind of like in their area.
Are we just walking on to walk past the inn? Like,
Yeah, so you would have you have left the den jars and you're traveling south towards Stonehill Inn right now. You haven't quite made it there yet. So I know the map isn't quite oriented, but it's more just for spatial purposes than like anything completely accurate.
Can Million spot anything that might look like a trap or anything set up?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
All right.
Got a guidance set.
Yeah.
Awesome. Million making it, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
Some perceptions that are more like passive, like whether you saw something, there wouldn't be guidance. But if you're like actively searching, that would be okay for guidance. Yes.
Yeah, she sees them, so she.
Every minute.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
Oh my gosh.
Melian, you don't see anything triggering your spidey senses.
Just all good, folks. Go ahead, keep moving. Yep. I don't see anything. I think we're good to go. Let's go. With all the confidence I can muster.
Who was in the lead? Was it us?
Marching order.
I think because Brecker noticed them before. I think Brecker and
Yeah, I don't think being behind me would lend itself to noticing things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely be before Mr. Bubbles, so I'll probably like right behind Brecker, probably.
Yeah, Brecker would probably be near front. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm right behind.
And I'm probably near them.
Million.
So the plan is just to
I was muted.
pretend we don't even notice them.
Where's the inn? Which is one of these the inn that we're headed to?
No,
What I
I
was
just have it for purposes of like seeing a street so that we have a map.
Okay.
Are we going just to the right?
Yep, you would
Is that
want to
where
be
we're
going. Yep, you would want to be going
Okay.
that way.
All right.
I think the plan is just to keep walking to the right and pay them no mind. Maybe kind of glance at their cloaks as we walk by and see if any of them are torn in such a way that would match the fabric that
I'm walking side by side with Brecker. Is that point? Like
I'm right behind.
as we're like just walking
Yeah,
side by
I'm
side.
walking, I'm
Yeah.
walking next to Melian.
Not because I like her or anything.
She's just like pretty lady, like
Not because she's cute and knows how to talk to children really well.
All right. As you approach and get closer, heading back into the street, you come close to these 4 armed ruffians with the grimy red cloaks. Their hands are on their weapons as they watch you. But it's more just kind of placed near the hilt rather than like grabbing ready.
Mhm.
When you get close, Ruffian 1 spits on the ground.
bitch.
Heard you're new in town, huh?
Was that an aggressive action?
I would say no, it's an offensive action.
Offensive?
Oh god!
Yes.
Men.
No offense.
Offense equals aggression.
Oh, shit.
We
Right,
do not
just
want to
checking.
set that precedent.
Just check.
Yep. Heard you're new in town, huh?
Oh my, word must get around quickly about us, huh?
What's it to you?
Yeah. Heard we had some newcomers come from the north. Had a lot of questions asking around town, seem to be taken to the locals quite well.
They take to us.
Certainly. Well, you see, me here and my boys, we're out doing our business round the town, and we think it's about time you move on, strangers. Why don't you give us your stuff and be on your way?
They want to give us. They want us to
Get the bird stuff.
So which
Mr.
one
Bubbles,
of them?
they're
Which one
being
of them?
aggressive now.
Wait, which one of them is speaking?
This guy.
That one.
A rookie one.
Can I, like, what do you think about me stepping up and just giving him all of my stuff? That's 400 some pounds right now. Oh wait, I never took off supplies, so 200
Yep, okay.
pounds.
Yep, the supplies need to be taken off.
Yeah, so 200 pounds.
I mean,
I
yeah,
wonder how
you can,
much he would like that.
you can walk up and then you can like drop all the shit at his feet, or try to drop it on him.
Eh,
No, Mr. Bubbles, don't bother.
all right, I'll walk up to him,
Okay.
and then
Or something right
I'll
here.
attack him.
Okay. Everybody, roll me initiative.
Doctor's in charge.
combat time.
Doctor's in charge.
Oh my
I want to
god.
like fake him out taking
Where's-
stuff off, but
Where's my initiative? Oh yeah, it's on the main page.
Let's see, Mr. B. I will allow you to make
God.
a sleight of hand check, and if you succeed against his...
oopsie.
Mr. B got excited. He was like, yeah.
Yep. If you succeed against his insight, then I'll allow you a surprise round.
I would like to just take a
Oh my
moment.
god!
I would like to just take a moment to express the amazement that everyone is the exact same health except the barbarian.
I know, I always love that too.
Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah.
I have I have absolutely noticed that.
All right, Mr. B, go ahead and make your attack. You have surprise.
That
you
would be
have
that.
Yep, you would have advantage on this.
Okay.
That would mean that everybody has a D8 health die.
No,
And
it's,
has 14 con.
it's because of the Constitution scores. Or actually, yeah, I think D8 might be for a lot. Okay. A 21 hits. Ruffian 1, with a look of astonishment at the intense speed of the swipe from Mr. B's greatsword arm, shing, slices on the man, catching him on the shoulder, giving a deep gouge. And we begin at the top of the round with Ruffian 2.
Nice.
He is going to run forth. Oh, so you want to play hard, eh? And he is going to make a short sword attack against Brecker, which hits.
Oof.
Dealing 8 points of piercing damage. And a second attack comes out, scoring another hit.
Oof.
Oh shit!
Brecker takes
Damn!
8 points of piercing damage,
Seriously?
taking us to Dr. Offbay.
Oh shit!
Okay, so, for my action, would I be considered close enough to Brecker to do Cure Wounds?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, then I will touch him and do that.
Oh, thank goodness we have a doctor.
You see Dr. Offbay reach over and then, perched a little too high, it's a little difficult, a little pseudopod comes out. Touches
Does
Brecker.
your head like it extends like oh shit!
Give me just a second, I'm finding my Whoop. There we go. You're all
Nice.
healed up.
12 points of healing surge into your body, Brecker. You feel renewed. Your vigor for battle come back.
Nice.
And then I believe Sanctuary is a bonus action.
Yes,
Trying to find
it is a bonus
Yeah.
action.
So then I will
But-
cast that on my. Oh,
You cast
But what-
Cure Wounds, which is a leveled spell. So you can't
oh, I
cast...
can't
yep,
cast 2 levels. Okay,
Yep.
then
you
I
can,
won't.
You can cast a cantrip, but it has to be a bonus action.
Okay, so I can't do that. Whoopsie doodle. Then I think I can't do anything. So. Oop.
Okay, Brecker, you've received initiative. What do you do?
Okay, taking those 2 swipes, Brecker is now
Oof.
angry. He draws his mace, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm going to make a nice, good, makes me swing at the very guy who just attacked me.
Okay.
Before I do, I want to ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
It's Series Smite says that next time I hit, so could I see what my roll is before casting the spell, or would I have to declare intent before declare the cast before it?
Wait, what are you trying to do? I think I missed some information there.
I wanted to cast Searing Smite. It's a bonus action,
Oh, okay.
But it says next time you hit.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure.
Essentially, Searing Smite is enchanting a weapon attack, so you enchant the weapon attack before you make it, and then you attack as normal, and then the first time it hits, as long as the spell remains, it deals that extra. So yes, you'd want to do Searing Smite first, and then make your attack as normal.
Okay, yeah. So bonus action, you can cast Searing Smite. This for the first time you're seeing it, you're watching as his mace suddenly burst into bright red flames.
Yes!
As he swings it down on him.
Yes!
Let's see.
That is a hit. Did you get the Searing Smite on you? So make sure you hit that first button.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yep.
Nope. There we go.
So that enchants your damage roll. When you hit, you're going to want to hit that second button on him as well, because that will do the extra ongoing Searing Smite damage. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, let's... Boom.
10 points of bludgeoning damage with an additional fire attack comes smashing upon the man, who cries out in pain to this flaming mace, and these fiery swirls begin surrounding the man's body. Ah!
see. I do the save next, right?
Yep, and then you can hit that button. So that puts.
Oh no, I have. It does it on their turn. Started their turn.
Yep. So when you hit that button, it will automatically roll because I have that programmed.
So that's all I do for this turn. There we go.
All right. I press the button, so now Ruffian 2 has the Searing Smite ongoing damage on him, taking us to Ruffian 1. You're gonna pay for that! And he is going to make a short sword stab against Mr. B, which is blocked. He comes back with a cut back across, and Mr. B is unable to dodge this one as it hits. The armor squeals as it connects. Mr. B takes 7 points of piercing damage. Moving on to Mr. B.
Mr. B, that hurt me!
Oh no!
Oh no, his eyes went red!
Shit! Oh shit!
Make the sound! I want to hear it!
Why did it not do it?
I don't know. There we go. Nice.
It was so weird that it wasn't doing it.
Oh, so intimidating, I love it.
All right,
Okay,
Mr.
well, I
B, what do you
rage.
got?
So I rage, and then I'm gonna reckless. Do I have to target myself for reckless attack?
No, it's self-target, so when you press the button, it automatically applies to you.
Great.
With a reckless attack, cutting a savage arc. It connects. Ruffian 1 takes 15 points of damage, split across the midsection.
Great.
He's dead.
Oh shit.
And then I'll move into the face of the next one.
Okay. Anything else? No. Ruffian 3. Oh, what are you doing? You killed Gregor! Runs up and is going to attack Mr. B. Mr. B is hit. All caution thrown to the wind as he takes 2 points of damage, reduced because of the rage. Another short sword stab comes out, hitting him a second time. This time, he takes another 2 points of damage as we move on to Ruffian 4. Come on, boys! Take him out in the back lines! 5, 10, and 15. He is going to run at Vivacity and make 2
Son of a bitch.
quick cuts with his short sword. The first is dodged deftly out of the way to the side, and the embarrassment of that causes him to miss on the second one. And he
Miss
takes
me, now you gotta kiss me. Dumb.
Yo.
4 points of and he takes 4 points of stress. Moving on to Vivacity.
All right, I'm going to. Let's see. Just to rub some salt in the wound, I think I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
All
Vicious
right.
Mockery is a saving. Yep, saving throw. Oh, you didn't have him targeted, but that's okay. I can drag and
sorry.
drop.
Sorry about that.
All right. Your words of mockery cut viciously through the air into this man's head. And it succeeds because he fails his saving throw. Go ahead and roll damage. Two points of psychic damage, and then you also have the effect. Vicious Mockery, disadvantage to his next attack roll. Anything else, Vivacity? You still have a bonus action and movement.
All right. Melian is next, so I'm going to give her some inspiration.
Ooh. Alright, so go ahead and target Melian. Control left click on the token. There you go. And then hit that Bardic Inspiration button.
Right.
Alright. Melian is inspired by Vivacity's sing-song lyrics. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay. Go ahead and end your turn, please. Melian Sirius, you're up.
All right, Lillian is going to see what's the situation here. Let's see. She's going to pull her bow and the arrows she was able to get, and she's going to go for an attack on Ruffian 4.
Okay.
Wait, is it Control Shift?
To target is just Control left click.
All right, gotcha. All right.
Your
Did I have
short bow
inspiration?
attack is unable to hit it. In the heat of battle, you are bumped by Vivacity trying to dodge out of the way, and the arrow does not hit
sorry.
its mark.
You did get her inspiration?
You do have...
Yeah.
Oh,
That was with
Yep, so you can roll a d6 and add it to that attack if you wish.
yeah.
So it'd be 8 plus a d6. Let's go ahead and roll a d6.
You get knocked down, but you get up again. You never come. You get.
Unfortunately, that is still a miss.
I'm sorry.
I tried.
And as my bonus action, I'm going to, let me see.
I believe you can go into wild shape as a bonus action.
Oh,
Because
yes.
you are a moon druid. Let me reference that just to make sure. Circle of the moon.
Let me see.
Yep, when you choose a circle at second level, you gain the ability to use wild shape on your turn as a bonus action rather than as an action. You only have 2 per day though, but yes, you can do that as a bonus action.
Okay, but we're still thinking of going and facing more of these guys.
Yes.
So I don't know if I want to burn that. Let's see. Okay. Yes, how is Mr. Bubbles? Is he like looking rough?
Let me see. Forget what that is. I have a thing for that. I think it's a perception or an insight check.
Perception?
1 second. Make me a perception check.
Huh.
Ooh, 20.
Well, I could have gotten that before. Damn it.
You know that Mr. B is not yet bloodied.
It sounds good. Okay, so I am going to. Heck it. Yeah, I'm gonna go into wild shape, and I'm going to. Let me see. I'm gonna become a Velociraptor. So Million's eyes are gonna like shine a little bit brighter, and her skin becomes like greener, and it's gonna look like, you know, a Velociraptor, but not like the movie. It's gonna be more like the one that has feathers. So she's gonna shift into one and just roar and just be ready.
Okay.
So I target myself, and then
I got Ruffian 4 targeted.
there you go.
There we go. Okay, Melian transforms into a Velociraptor before your eyes once again.
Nice.
Rawr. That's it for my turn.
Nice.
Rar.
Okay.
Rawr.
Ruffian 2's turn. He manages to succeed on the saving throw. I forget, does that end it, or does that just mean he doesn't take damage?
Let me double check that for you. It ends. Wait, no.
On a successful save, the spell ends. Okay.
Yeah.
He succeeds, no longer covered in these flames. He is going to target and attack Mr. B. So Mr. B is the one that looks the most hurt, scoring a critical hit.
What?
Mr. B takes 5 points of damage from the first attack. He is now bloodied. The
Wow, that
second
hurts so
attack
much.
comes out, scoring another hit on a 19. Mr. B takes 4 points of damage from the second one. Ah! Bring him down! Dr. Oafbay, you're up.
Okay, so since I'm on Mr. B, do I have easy access to like the healing potions we had earlier?
Yeah. It would be an action to administer a health potion to someone else.
Can I do that for Mr. Bubbles? Just like basically pour it into his eye holes?
Or just smashed on my head.
Whatever.
Sure thing.
You gotta do that, Mr. B. I don't have.
Okay, 2d4 plus 2 hit points. You want to do that, Mr. B, or you want me to?
Oh, to roll it? I can do that.
Okay. The second healing potion is used.
I can roll that. I can just type it in chat, right? Like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it worked. Great.
There we go. 4
Wow,
additional
what the
hit points.
What? The
Wow, that is the worst you could roll.
Thanks. I know.
All right, that uses your action.
Well, crud. And then my my bonus action, I'm going to Sanctuary because I can't survive a hit from these things.
Okay.
And then that would be the end of my turn. Can I actually cast it on myself, or does it not actually function?
Yeah, you can cast it on yourself. You just have to target yourself and then hit the button. And it should work. All right. Sanctuary. Cast on Dr. Oafbay. She is warded against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as the explosion of a fireball. If the warded creature makes an attack or casts a spell that affects an enemy creature, this spell ends. All right, Brecker, you've received initiative. What are you doing?
God. Torn between whether to, he thinks for a second and is like, sorry, Boop. And he goes to swing at Ruffian 2.
Okay.
Another nice good downward swing. Oh, that was almost a crit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
6 points of damage. Ruffian 2 is laying upon the ground, unconscious.
Kind of makes a nice slow growl at the guy as he falls. Looks over at Mr. B, who's suffered some serious damage, and kind of goes,
True.
"We got this," and cast healing word.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
6 points
Nice.
of healing surge into Mr. B with the words
nice.
of a spell cast from the cleric. Anything
And-
else?
No, that'll be his turn. No, wait, no. Actually, he'll use his movement to move over here to No.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll move over this way. Sorry.
Okay.
Kind of get a little bit of a flank going and try to cause a bit of confusion with the guy.
Okay.
That'll be his turn.
Mr. Bubbles, you're up.
All right. Gonna reckless on 3.
Okay. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. The great sword chimes out once again. 16 points of damage. Another creature laying low before the behemoth.
And I'm gonna pin him in here
Okay.
and just stare him down.
Nice.
Ruffian 4. Oh, you killed them all. I gotta get out of here. He is going to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. You're all going to pay for this. The red brands will have your heads. Vivacity, you're up.
Okay.
He's trying to get away.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't want him to get away. We need to get some information out of him. So I'm gonna cast sleep. I think he's in range.
Yes, he is.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to
let's see. Control.
please. Is he targeted? Yeah, I think he's targeted.
Yep.
All right.
You are
All right,
also
then I-
targeting Melian.
Okay, no, I don't want to call. I don't want the.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean,
No.
it's all right. I wasted my my shift.
Okay, no, I'm casting sleep. Yes. Go to sleep.
It's all right. You guys can just like give me a little slap and I'll wake you up.
All right. So there's not a dice
Next to what do I do?
Oh, you're trying to cast sleep?
Yeah, I'm trying to cast sleep.
First, you need to make a area of effect. So creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range. So a circle. If you do control and then the right and mouse button, hold that down and drag the mouse with the right and mouse button, that'll make a circle like this.
Oh.
And you can make it 20 feet. And then where you put that will determine who is all affected.
Okay, so just Ruffian 4 is the only one on the map, so just
Okay.
target
So
levers.
then roll.
Yeah.
Yep, that works. So roll me 5d8. Right click on the d8 and click the 5x option and then roll that in the chat box.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. It's just taking a little bit to load.
Oh, okay.
26 is certainly enough. Ruffian 4 goes unconscious.
Nighty night, asshole.
Get the goals.
And that will end the encounter.
Good job.
And then we'll bind him with manacles because that's just smart.
And my rage ends.
Okay.
Doop, doop.
I'll drop my wild shape.
Are you sure?
Actually,
We could just.
no, yeah, I'll just
Yeah. You used it, so you can stay in it for a while yet.
All right, okay, so I'll just be following her. What?
Okay.
Walk over and help with putting whatever off he's putting on him.
Okay. Manacles. You can just put those on. He is now restrained in addition.
Basically handcuffs.
Hey, Nomad, what did you have from Taco Bell?
I had a chicken chalupa supreme.
Well, that sounds great.
I had a chicken quesadilla and a Crunchwrap Supreme.
That sounds good.
Yep. I asked because I'm ordering Taco Bell.
Gotcha. they keep getting rid of all of my favorite items. I used to get the double XL grilled stuffed burrito way back in the day.
Did you try the quesalupa when they had it?
Oh, that was so good.
I don't think so, but I tried the quesarito, and they got rid of that. Quesarito was pretty
They
good.
still have that. They still have it.
Really? They don't have it where I go. They tell me they don't have that anymore. What the hell?
Come to Milwaukee.
Yeah. Okay.
That's so far north.
It's south
funny.
for him.
Yeah, it's funny because we both live in Wisconsin. I live in Green Bay. He lives in Milwaukee, and we just found each other online.
Man, we couldn't in the U.S. We couldn't live.
Farther away.
Yeah.
We're in Louisiana.
Okay, he is now
You don't live too far from me.
Yep, he is now bound in manacles. What do you wish to do now?
Bubbles, go ahead and pop him over your shoulder. We're gonna
I thought you were going to say
relocate
pop him
him.
through the throat. Okay. I pop him over my shoulder. I'll carry him.
All right.
I think we should inspect the bodies of these other ones.
All right. Looking through the bodies, you see each of them is carrying 2 short swords, as well as handfuls of coins.
That's pretty great.
Let's see.
Could I make a short sword that spins around my wrist while I have a great sword?
That would be freaking awesome.
I mean, I would be open to allowing that with downtime. Yeah,
I was just thinking of something ridiculous.
like
all.
using downtime to develop
Make
that.
modifications.
Yeah, make modifications and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure
Let's
Dr.
see.
Hoppe will be on.
Can Lillian just like grab one of them by the leg and just like flip them upside down, just like shake it, see if money comes off?
Go ahead and make me a strength check.
Oh boy. Okay.
As a dinosaur.
Okay, as a dinosaur. Okay, that might be better because my strength as a wood elf is like shit. So, let's go.
Wow, let's
It's
go.
like-
Ouch.
It's
A
like a
minus
little
2.
yeah, it's like a little Yorkie terrier, like grabbing onto your pant leg and like.
Are you sure you used the Velociraptor stats and not your own?
Okay, wait, give me a sec.
Not that a 4 was very good.
Oh, okay, so I do
You
a.
did an athletics check. Do a strength check. So go to
Oh,
your
I'm
main.
sorry.
Yep, go to your main tab.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. Let me. Okay.
Yep. So it's a velociraptor. A velociraptor is actually a smaller animal. Velociraptor is tiny beast. It has.
Oh my god.
A tiny
little
Yeah.
dinosaur.
Okay, I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna go for it. Okay, come on, natural 20.
Yes, do it. I want to see this.
Oh, 11. You are able to drag it around a little bit, and you whips with so much force. Your teeth are so sharp that you rip off a chunk of the pant that he has on.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Exposing-
carrying that proud.
Yes, a little token.
Like yeah, like those like small dogs that like rip your something from you and then just like act like they're a predator. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm like all fluffed up, walking like I'm a badass.
Okay. So each of them is wearing studded leather armor. If you wanted to use it, you would just have to take it to an armorer and have them make custom modifications so that it would fit you. Let's see.
Put all this stuff in the party inventory.
Yep, I am putting it in. Okay. And then a total of 15 silver pieces and 11 copper pieces between them.
Money.
Money.
Hey.
Hey, can I? No, but can I do just one more thing?
What's that?
Is there blood on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to put get some blood on my mouth and still carry the cloth. And then whenever this one wakes up, I'm gonna act like I ate the others.
Nice.
Okay. Awesome.
I mean, it's not like they're not dead, but
Yeah, but
yeah,
can you
that's still
imagine?
terrifying.
Yeah, alright, okay.
Okay, so I have the short swords and the studded leather in the party sheet as well as the gold. Does anybody want a short sword or studded leather?
Brecker will take a couple. Couple of the short swords.
Okay. We'll do 2 to Brecker.
Are there still any short swords left? I want one.
We can also sell that.
I might sell it later, but right now I just want it. I see a sword. I want a sword. It's a natural lesbian instinct.
My first thought was Brecker gets smelted into something else.
Yep. Okay, so
Very
there's 1 short sword left, and then there's still the studded leather. If you don't want it, just say no, and then we can do away with it.
No, but we can make Mr. Bubbles hold any extras for selling later or whatever.
Yeah, we could sell the leather. Leather's not cheap.
Studded leather is 45 gold.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty good price.
Yeah, let's take that.
Usually when you sell, it's like half.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's not like they're gonna use it.
Okay. Everybody has been given the inventory. Are you just waiting for him to wake up, or are you gonna take him somewhere?
We should relocate. Where? I don't know. Maybe on the outskirts somewhere. Set up a mini base or something. There's some abandoned-looking house around, maybe there, but I don't feel like we should do it in the middle here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can take him to like a little shady corner or something.
Yeah.
Let's bring you all.
Did any other cloaks match the little scrap that we we at the house?
We already confirmed that. Didn't we?
Make an investigation.
Right.
Just to see on the odd chance that.
Just want to ask that while they were still alive.
You do not see a rip or tear that is continuous with what you have found.
Okay.
That would be a negative. All right, so you bring this ruffian over. Some of the villagers off on the way might have seen a thing or two, but they kind of keep to their business, which might lead you to believe that they think approvingly of your actions. And after a little bit of time, the groggy ruffian, Redbrand, is awakened.
Oh yeah.
Or that, can we actually, like, use a rope to tie him to something like a tree or something so that in addition, he's, like, doubled up so he can't get up and run or something?
Sure.
I was going to say, Brecker would take something with rope and tie his legs together.
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
Are you taking this one?
To see the strength of the knot.
Sure. Let me take this one and try. Sleight of hand's not terribly good.
All right. Excellent.
Oh. So he's
No.
bound to a tree, his legs are bound, and he's manacled.
Yes.
Is that where we're at?
Gosh.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay, we just put that guy in maximum security.
Yeah. Okay. Sleep lasts for 1 minute, so after a minute has passed, maybe probably as you're actually like tying him to the tree and everything, he begins to awake. What? Oh, shit. What do you want? What do you want? Let me go. Let me go. I promise come on. It's all in good fun, man. We weren't gonna do anything. Why'd you kill us?
Hey, Melian, how was your dinner?
Million, please make me a performance check.
Oh God.
I wish I could.
Well, better than
inspire her.
mine. Okay, a performance. Hey, I have a -1 on that. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Okay, not awful. Kind of bad, but not awful.
He looks and he's like, what the hell is that thing? Oh, please, let me go. Let me go. I'll go away. I won't ever come back. I'll tell you anything you need to hear. Let me just please let me go.
I'm just gonna pretend that I'm coughing, and a piece of that fabric that that I had in my mouth just comes down like on the floor.
Yeah, he has no idea what you are.
I cannot talk. You guys are gonna have to ask the
I'll wait for someone to take the reins.
I'm gonna say I've been talking this whole time. Somebody will do it.
Well, there's only, 3 other people besides the 2 that can't talk.
Right,
Oh.
there. So we need information. I think that's just the best policy. So I would like to hear all about your really annoying organization.
The Red Brands? Well, I joined a while ago, back when we were just a bunch of bored wanderers. It's completely different now. The leader wants us roughing up some of the shops and everything, and I hear we kidnapped some people. I wasn't a part of it though. I swear. You let me go, I'll be gone. You'll never see me again. I won't be in this town ever.
Where do you take the kidnapped people?
No mercy.
To the hideout, neath Tressendar Manor.
oh, the
Secret tunnel.
And how many people would you say is part of your group?
I mean, I don't know the head count right now, but it is a lot. I mean, we've grown in numbers, certainly.
Okay, and if we were to, go to said hideout to save said people, what kind of traps might we run into? Tell me about the hideout.
Traps. Only trap I can think of is on the eastern side by the jail cells, pit trap. But that's the only one I know about.
Can I tell if he's trying to withhold information?
Go ahead and roll me an insight.
insight.
I would like to do one as well, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
That's fun.
Okay.
Damn. I'm on a roll, literally.
All right, Brecker, you're certain he's being truthful. Vivacity, you believe he's being truthful as well.
All right.
You're not wholly confident, but he seems on the straight and narrow about that, at least.
Riker just gives a quick thumbs up.
All right, Vivek.
See, looks at Wrecker and, yeah, all right. Okay, but you said so you knew about the kidnapping. You're acting awful, innocent right now, but you knew about it. And you stayed with the Red Brand, which makes you complicit. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't have any sympathy.
What? No. You have any idea how hard it is to leave an organization like that? If I take off and they find me, they bring me back and they string me up.
I don't want to hear any excuses. There were children involved. You have no honor.
You're right. I have no honor. I didn't know.
Oh, don't worry. As long as you're honest with us, we're gonna let you go. But can you tell me who the leader of the Red Brands are?
The leader, he goes by Glassstaff. I don't know his name. He came by only recently, I don't know, 10 days ago? To my knowledge, he showed up, took over the whole operation. Everybody goes through him. He's the head.
Took over the whole operation?
Took over the Red Brands.
Who was the leader before him, and what happened to them?
We didn't have a leader. We just fashioned ourselves Red Brands. Just a bunch of us wanderers getting together. It took some solace in the road. We saw this town and we hung out. We liked it, and we wanted to stay. Ever since Glassstaff came, everything changed.
We know about the Dreyar family. Have y'all kidnapped anyone else?
No. This is the furthest we've gone.
Does anybody else have any questions for him?
No. I think I've heard enough.
And I cannot talk.
I mean, I could question him, but it wouldn't really amount to much.
Well, if that is it, then, well, I only really know what to do.
If it were up to me, I'd let him rot.
But you make the call, girl.
Oh, then, Mr. Bubbles, please take care of this. And please try not to run our ropes. Thank you.
What?
Oh my god, why does that keep happening? Why does that keep happening? So,
What was the other thing that happened? What
Mr.
were the other dice?
Oh, you got a fumble effect. Mr. B swipes out with his great sword arm towards the man, and he begins yelling, "Oh, help! He's trying to kill me!" You're so frustrated at your miss from point blank range, you gain 1d4 stress.
Ugh.
Bubbles can't feel things.
And this man's kind of just yelling at the top of his lungs, "Help! Help! Help! He's trying to kill me!"
Can I just attack him again?
Yeah.
I'll do it reckless this time because I'm aggravated.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right, that's a hit. And we'll say that you coup de grace him because he is helpless.
Okay.
Oh, your sword plunges into him, and he is slain.
We'll just
I'll
leave him
gather
there.
my manacles, gather what bits of rope I can, and I think off we go, right? Oh yeah, we already took his sword and yeah, we took his sword and stuff.
Yep.
We're good.
Food for the worms, all there were.
All right.
Oh, mercy.
This sounds like a pretty big hideout. We probably want to go rest for the evening.
Sure.
Though it seems word of us has gotten out.
That's not good because we're on the run, aren't we? It's not
Shit,
good
I
if
mean-
word is out of us.
Kind of, but not really.
Let him talk.
So I Should we take his body and go dump it with the rest in the middle of the street? Like, I feel like it's weird to leave him off on the side. Should we bury them?
I can. Why?
Okay. Voop.
We did it! We did it! Yeah, we hit the body! We did it!
All right. How? Like, what time of day is it?
You probably would have woken up at. Well, what's the date?
We've made our way around quite a bit today.
So chess. So it's like March 6th, essentially. Probably would be turning light around like 8. I would say it's probably like 10 or 11.
Really, that early?
Yeah. Not a whole lot of time has passed.
Gosh darn.
Damn.
Oh, that's super early.
We've been super efficient today.
Oh, I see.
Right.
Wait, no, you're right. Yeah, I was just thinking about traveling to see the manor, but yeah, you've been running around. Probably mid-afternoon. I'd say 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
A little better.
Nothing like a mid-afternoon fight.
Okay, yeah. Should we go see someone else? Like, get something else? Or was there any other place we needed to go?
The next thing is the hideout. We could go to the Miners Association.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can go do that. We
Okay.
still could check out the inn that the Red Brands are at, but I think it's a little more dangerous now. Probably. Or at least it will be once they find out we killed, like, 4 other people. Maybe we should remove these bodies. There's a lot of gossips in this town. It probably doesn't matter. What do you all want to do?
I'm dropping my wild shape.
Okay.
The miners' exchange would be a good idea.
Okay. Well, let's do it then.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Moving on to the Miners' Exchange.
Leaving bodies in our wake.
What's this taste? Oh, yeah, right.
You know,
Ugh.
so while we're traveling, Dr. Oathbay's gonna have a little bit of a thought, and she's gonna be like, "Do you think he's still counting in that cave?"
See, what?
Like the little goblin. Do you think he's just still
No.
counting?
Got a couple of days.
Oh.
I hope so. That's so
Might
funny.
be dead by now.
I mean, I figured he would stop when he had to eat, right? Like, he's not gonna stay in the cave and just starve to death counting.
He
Right?
might.
Oh no, goblins tend to not be very intelligent.
Yeah, let me put that in my notes. Not very intelligent.
Yeah, I think you're giving him a bit too much credit.
I am feeling like we should check on him. I know that seems silly.
I
but-
don't care.
You have to roar it or it doesn't count. You don't care, Mr. Bubbles?
We're not going to be the kind of party that adopts a goblin, are we? No. I heard that no.
All right, and you arrive in front of the Miners' Exchange.
Exchange, miners exchange. Miners exchange. Before we go in, does anybody remember what we are meaning to ask? I've lost track.
We were going to check with them, like what they know of the surroundings. We were going to ask about, if they know anything about the surroundings, if they know more about also like the red brands or something, because they told us that the red brands don't mess with the miners.
Because of their boss. Okay, let's go.
All right. You enter this mining exchange house, which seems to get quite a lot of traffic. The cobblestones in front of the door are well worn, as well as the handles to open it. You enter to see people working and talking, discussing. Miners are looking at certain goods and documents and such. There is a clerk helping a miner at the front, jotting down things in a log. And there is a woman off to the side, to your left, to the right on the map, in discussion with another man. And this is where we will end the session.
All right.
Great session. I missed this last other week. I missed this a lot, but I was very sick.
Yeah, I'm glad you're okay, though. That's what
Yes,
matters.
we both made a full recovery. We're very pleased.
Good.
Thank goodness, yep.
COVID is no joke.
All right, so
Right.
that was session 4 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver, and I look forward to joining you each again in the coming session, 2 Sundays from now.
Yes.
Should be at the
Yay.
same time.
After our vacation.
Woo-woo.
Ooh.
And we're all still alive.
Yep, June 12th.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
for the great session.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
guys.
had a great time. Glad
See you on a
that
couple
each
weeks.
of
Thank
you
you.
had a great time, and I will see you at the next. Good.
Yes.
Bye,
Good
guys.
night.
Stay safe.
Have a good night.
Great. Have fun.
Have fun.
All right, man, that was a good session. That was fun. It seemed to go really smoothly, too. Real smoothly. Happy with that. Very happy with that. Excellent. All right, so yes, to all of you out there, this was session 4 of the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Got a little bit of combat in there, but it was more kind of intrigue and discovering things, a little bit of investigation, trying to figure out what's going on. But yes, it appears the Red Brands have begun to assault people, kidnapping people, perhaps. What exactly happened? What is the meaning of the Red Brand presence here? Where is Gundren? What about Sildar? A lot of different stuff going on in this village frontier town of Phandalin, and we will find out more the next time. Thank you to all of you out there who have tuned in with this with me and who show up to watch these. I hope you enjoy your time. I definitely appreciate your viewership, getting more people. I am useless at gaming. You the man. That is an OG right there. Everybody give a big high five to OG. I am useless at gaming, coming in with a raid. Thank you, I appreciate that. Remember to like, follow, subscribe. Subscriptions are free on YouTube and everything. If you wish to subscribe and support a little bit more, throw me a subscription on Twitch. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you have finished your mug. If you haven't, or even if you have, go ahead and pour yourself one last chug and tip those bad boys back. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here with me. This has been the Tavern.